concrete production, machine operators, Plan No. 1178, 771 concrete products, manufacturer, Plan No. 1182. 772 concrete production, modeler, Plan No. 1179, 772 concrete production, patents for Plan No. 1180, 772 concrete road construction, farm setter, Plan No. 1175, 771 concrete road construction, superintendent for Plan No. 1172, 770 concrete road foreman, Plan No. 1177. 771 concrete road construction, mixer, operator, finisher, reinforcing places, Plan No. 1172, 770 concrete road construction work, Plan No. 1170, 770 concrete roads, inspector for Plan No. 1171, 770 concrete work, assistant, Plan No. 1160, 767 condensed milk, Plan No. 206, 97 conductor for electric railway, Plan No. 1006, 1007, 601 conductor for elevator, U.S. Plan No. 217, 100 conductor on freight trains, railroad, Plan No. 997, 598 conductor, passenger, railroad, Plan No. 998, 599 congressional office, Plan No. 873, 495 constables, Plan No. 854, 493 constipation, treatment for Plan No. 153, 78 containers, oxyacetylene, Plan No. 1146, 739 contest on catchphrase, Plan No. 530. 343 contractor for concrete construction, Plan No. 1160, 767. Cooperative cooking, Plan No. 17, 8 cooperative star, Plan No. 76, 40 cookbook published, Plan No. 34, 20 cook stove dryer and evaporator, Plan No. 827, 483 cook for U.S., Plan No. 533, 344 cooking school for girls, Plan No. 274, 237 cooking cooperative, Plan No. 17. 8 cooks opportunity for Plan No. 859, 493 copper shop naval yards, Plan No. 1037, 619 copying, coloring photographs, lantern slides and etc. Plan No. 948, 574 copying pads sell, Plan No. 161, 83 corn roasting ears for winter, Plan No. 516. 339 coroner opportunity for Plan No. 871, 495 coroner physician becomes, Plan No. 638, 387 correspondence for newspaper, Plan No. 191, 91 cotton service for U.S., Plan No. 217, 100 cottage cheese make, Plan No. 291, 245. 269, 197 county agriculturist, Plan No. 855, 493 county assessor he became, Plan No. 687, 780, 405, 443 county assessor's office, Plan No. 862, 494 county auditor's office, Plan No. 860. 494 county clerk, Plan No. 863, 494 county clerk he becomes, Plan No. 781, 443 court clerk how lawyer became, Plan No. 653, 390 county commissioner how to become, Plan No. 632, 685, 383, 404 county commissioner opportunity for Plan No. 851, 492 county engineer, Plan No. 872. 495 county infirmary, Plan No. 870, 494 county prosecuting attorney, Plan No. 865, 494 county sheriff, Plan No. 864, 494 county treasurer's office, Plan No. 861, 494 county weekly runs manufacturing page, Plan No. 465. 329 coupon idea, Plan No. 310, 275 coupons to aid sales, Plan No. 52 29 coupons used in sales, Plan No. 52 311 29 275 counsel, Plan No. 1181 773 counsel for other lawyer becomes Plan No. 654 391 counselor for clothes, women, Plan No. 147 75 country paper advertising, Plan No. 66 36 covers for rolling pin, Plan No. 691 406 cow provides music lessons for girl, Plan No. 730 422 cow tester, Plan No. 719 416 cows bring return of $200. 00 a year, Plan No. 773 441 cows, good money in, Plan No. 609 377 cows helped him, Plan No. 774 441 crab apple jelly make, Plan No. 136 71 cranberries picked on shares, Plan No. 178 88 creams peppermints, Plan No. 330 282 crematory division, Plan No. 834 488 crew water transportation, Plan No. 1014 1015 604 605 crochet and other patterns, Plan No. 185 89 crocheted clothes for dolls, Plan No. 12 6 crop estimate bureau, Plan No. 898 500 crops 3 in 1 season, Plan No. 622 381 crystallized fruits and nuts, Plan No. 404 311 cucumber culture, Plan No. 164 84 cucumber citronette, Plan No. 293 269 cucumbers raised early, Plan No. 288 268 cultivating other people's backyards, Plan No. 82 43 current farm, Plan No. 123 62 cushions and pillows make, Plan No. 254 219 custodian of the courthouse, Plan No. 857 493 custodian of federal building, Plan No. 894 499 custodian U.S. Plan No. 217 100 custom house inspector, Plan No. 889 499 customers for farm products, Plan No. 795 450 cutters of leather, Plan No. 1054 631 cutting garments, Plan No. 1240 839 cut over lands for farmer, Plan No. 777 442 cutting steel frames and plates, naval yard, Plan No. 1042 620D dancing school, Plan No. 150 77 dancing was taught in spare time, Plan No. 400 310 dandelion destroyer, Plan No. 447 321 dandelions pickle, Plan No. 286 268 daily records for lawyers, Plan No. 604 374 dairying he likes, Plan No. 616 379 dairy 1 cow, Plan No. 8 4 dairying on the farm, Plan No. 1064 638 dandelion destroyer, Plan No. 447 321 deacon makes money out of tax deeds, Plan No. 639 387 dealing in nut meats, Plan No. 168 86 decorations for tables, etc. Plan No. 783 444 demonstration agent, Plan No. 907 503 dental mechanics as a vocation, Plan No. 1248 865 dentist Indian service, Plan No. 217 100 dentist opportunity, Plan No. 833 488 Department of Public Work Commissioners Division, Plan No. 839 490 Department Store does mending for, Plan No. 88 46 Designer for U.S., Plan No. 217 100 Designing Garments, Plan No. 1239 839 Desk Room in City Office, Plan No. 113 57 Detective, Plan No. 837 489 Diabetic Nurse, Plan No. 568 357 Diabetic Garden, Plan No. 539 345 dictaphone sings songs through Plan No. 194 92 dictaphone used in briefing Plan No. 31 18 dieting method Plan No. 125 126 62 64 dining room in Old Street car Plan No. 270 235 dinners from the country by parcel post Plan No. 121 61 directory for alumni Plan No. 566 356 directory for public school Plan No. 564 355 directory special in patent insight Plan No. 422 316 disabled agriculture Plan No. 1065 638 disabled agriculture key to Plan No. 1066 640 disabled agriculture chart Plan No. 1068 643 disabled auto maintenance Plan No. 1152 754 disabled auto storage repair Plan No. 1154 760 disabled auto tire repair Plan No. 1155 762 disabled auto truck drivers Plan No. 1156 764 disabled beekeeping Plan No. 1235 803 disabled cabinet work Plan No. 936 561 disabled commercial occupations Plan No. 1082 658 disabled farm machines Plan No. 1236 815 disabled flour milling Plan No. 1246 849 disabled government trades Plan No. 1244 840 disabled in farm management Plan No. 1103 700 disabled men 133 make good Plan No. 1100 683 disabled men in machine operating Plan No. 932 935 558 560 disabled men many positions for life insurance salesmen 10,000 Plan No. 1095 677 disabled men opportunities for Plan No. 932 933 1002 558 559 disabled men opportunity in jewelry trade Plan No. 959 578 disabled men opportunity in woodworking trade Plan No. 933 559 disabled occupation in navy yards Plan No. 1026 610 disabled podiatry as a vocation Plan No. 1245 844 disabled PERSA water transportation Plan No. 1024 609 disabled railroad Plan No. 988 1003 595 600 disabled salesmanship commercial Plan No. 1089 669 disabled secretarial work commercial Plan No. 1094 675 disabled selling retail Plan No. 1086 666 disabled stenography Plan No. 1085 665 disabled success of Plan No. 1100 683 disabled telegraphy Plan No. 964 583 disabled telegraphy and wireless Plan No. 1087 667 disabled transportation Plan No. 961 580 disabled water transportation Plan No. 1013 604 dish drainer build and sell Plan No. 814 464 dishes rented from tea room Plan No. 18 distributing Plan No. 337 390 460 283 306 distributing circulars Plan No. 337 283 diversified farming Plan No. 770 440 division supervisor for railroad Plan No. 968 588 doctor drugless builds up a practice Plan No. 650 388 doctor becomes coroner Plan No. 638 387 doctor eye specialist Plan No. 361 291 Doctor makes money, Plan No. 640 388 Doctor opens hospital, Plan No. 7740 Doctor opportunity in this field, Plan No. 918 539 Doctor in small town makes surgery a specialty, Plan No. 655 391 Dog raising, Plan No. 570 359 Dolls for Christmas dressed, Plan No. 226 163 Doll clothes crocheted, Plan No. 12 6 Donuts earns her a home, Plan No. 740 426 Donuts and potato chips, Plan No. 9348 Draftsman electrical, Plan No. 1070 650 Draftsman Navy yards, Plan No. 1028 617 Draftsman opportunity for, Plan No. 872 495 Draftsman opportunity for, Plan No. 838 490 Draftsmen obtain work from patent attorney, Plan No. 784 445 Drawing room Navy yards, Plan No. 1026 610 Drayman on road and street, Plan No. 1012 603 Dress cutting school, Plan No. 149 76 Dress goods take orders for, Plan No. 176 88 Desk room in city office, Plan No. 113 57 Dresses ready to make, Plan No. 114 58 Dressing for auto top, Plan No. 352 288 Dryer or evaporator, Plan No. 827 483 Drilling naval yards, Plan No. 1043 621 Drivers for automobile and truck, Plan No. 1156 764 Drivers opportunity for, Plan No. 835 489 Druggist makes perfume bags for bath, Plan No. 208 97 Druggist's wife makes soda fountain pay, Plan No. 78 41 Drugless treatment for constipation, Plan No. 153 78 Ducks and geese raised, Plan No. 70 37 Dusters and oil mops, Plan No. 321 278 Dustless dusters, Plan No. 160 82 Dustless manufacture and sell, Plan No. 714 415 eggs butter and milk market, Plan No. 434 319 eggs kept fresh, Plan No. 217 100 eggs kept fresh for a long time, Plan No. 545 348 eggs preserved good money in, Plan No. 707 758 434 413 eggs preserved by liquid glass, Plan No. 380 300 eggs saving, Plan No. 707 413 eggs sell at a high price, Plan No. 305 274 eggs substitute for, Plan No. 548 348 eggs 2 ways to preserve, Plan No. 758 434 electrical automobile works, Plan No. 1202 788 electrotypes for country merchants, Plan No. 119 60 electrical armature winders, Plan No. 1196 784 electrical conduit wiring, Plan No. 1191 781 electrical contracting armature winding, Plan No. 1194 783 electrical contracting and repairing, Plan No. 1185 779 electrical contracting, repairing, Plan No. 1195 784 electrical construction, repairing, light and power, Plan No. 1189 781 electrical construction and repairing, salesman, Plan No. 1194 783 electrical construction and repairing, steel wiring, Plan No. 1191 781 electrical construction and repairing, signal wiring, Plan No. 1188 780 electrical construction and repairing, wiring occupation, Plan No. 1190 781 electrical construction and repairing, molding wire, Plan No. 1190 781 electrical construction and repairing, estimators, Plan No. 1193 783 electrical department, naval yards, Plan No. 1040 620 electrical employment with utility companies, Plan No. 1203 789 electrical engineers opportunities for Plan No. 838 490 electrical estimator Plan No. 1193 783 electrical general repairman Plan No. 1195 784 electrical installation of wiring Plan No. 1187 780 electrical inspection Plan No. 1200 786 electrical light and power company accounting department Plan No. 1209 794 electric light and power companies meter department Plan No. 1206 792 electric light and power companies engineering department Plan No. 1208 793 electrical light and power companies sales department Plan No. 1207 793 electrical light and power wiring Plan No. 1191 781 electric light and power companies Plan No. 1204 791 electric line construction Plan No. 1205 792 electrical maintenance Plan No. 1197 785 electrical maintenance qualification of plant Plan No. 1198 785 electrical manufacturing apprenticeship training Plan No. 1079 656 electrical manufacturing assembling Plan No. 1076 655 electrical manufacturing coil placing and connecting Plan No. 1075 654 electrical manufacturing coil impregnating and painting Plan No. 1074 653 electrical manufacturing coil taping Plan No. 1072 653 electrical manufacturing coil winding and taping Plan No. 1071 652 electrical manufacturing employment for blind Plan No. 1073 653 electrical manufacturing engineering and drafting Plan No. 1070 650 electrical manufacturing industries occupation in Plan No. 1069 648 electrical manufacturing inspection and repair Plan No. 1077 655 electrical manufacturing testing Plan No. 1078 656 electrical manufacturing testing generators and other devices Plan No. 1081 657 electrical manufacturing testing motors Plan No. 1080 657 electrical molding wiring Plan No. 1190 781 electrical owners Plan No. 1186 780 electrical promotions Plan No. 1199 786 electrical qualifications Plan No. 1198 785 electrical railway armature repairing Plan No. 1211 795 electrical railway car inspection Plan No. 1213 796 electrical railway foreman Plan No. 1216 797 electrical railway instruction department Plan No. 1215 797 electrical railway line department Plan No. 1217 798 electrical railway motorman Plan No. 1005 600 electrical railway other occupations Plan No. 1007 601 electric railways oxyacetylene work Plan No. 1141 737 electric railways opportunity Plan No. 1004 600 electric railway conductor Plan No. 1006 601 electric railway foreman electrical line department Plan No. 1217 798 electrical railway shop wiring Plan No. 1212 796 electrical railway systems Plan No. 1210 794 electrical railway transportation department and instruction Plan No. 1214 1215 796 797 electrical salesman Plan No. 1194 783 electrical steam railroads Plan No. 1233 802 electrical telephone companies Plan No. 1218 798 electrical wiring as an occupation, Plan No. 1192, 782 electrical work in storage battery and service stations, Plan No. 1201, 787 electrician, Plan No. 835, 489 electrician in shop work of railroad, Plan No. 985, 595 electrotypes sold to country merchant, Plan No. 119, 60 elevator boy becomes engineer, Plan No. 744, 427 elevator operators, Plan No. 831, 488 elevator man, Plan No. 837, 489 elocution teacher pays his way through college, Plan No. 588, 368 embroidery taught, Plan No. 67, 36 employer from shipping clock, Plan No. 521, 340 employment with electrical utility companies, Plan No. 1203, 789 employment management, Plan No. 914, 522 employment office for government, Plan No. 902. 501 employment opportunities in commercial work common, Plan No. 1093, 674 employees opportunity for Plan No. 865, 494 enamel stove Polish, Plan No. 502, 337 indiv plant and pickle, Plan No. 287, 268 engineer, Plan No. 834. 488 engineer chief and assistant on ship, Plan No. 1020, 606 engineer chief water transportation, Plan No. 1020, 606 engineer can get work from patent attorney, Plan No. 784, 445 engineer concrete work, Plan No. 1170, 770 engineer for railroad, Plan No. 992. 597 engineer hydraulic from clock, Plan No. 8344 engineer made from elevator boy, Plan No. 744, 427 engineer opportunity, Plan No. 840, 490 engineer opportunity for Plan No. 872, 495 engineer safety and fire protection, Plan No. 916, 535 engineer testing for U.S., Plan No. 217, 100 engineer train work on railroad, Plan No. 991, 597 engineers opportunity for Plan No. 857, 493 engineers opportunity for Plan No. 838, 490 engineers for road construction work, Plan No. 1170, 770. Engineering Department, Light and Power Companies, Electrical, Plan No. 1204, 791 Engineering Department, Telephone Companies, Plan No. 1218, 798 Engineering and Drafting, Electrical, Plan No. 1070, 650 Engineering, Fire Protection, Plan No. 918, 539 Engineering, Safety, Plan No. 917. 536 engineers opportunity for Plan No. 838, 490 engineers opportunity for Plan No. 872, 495 entertains children, Plan No. 667, 397 equipment on telephone companies, Plan No. 1226, 800 erectors and assemblers in metal trade, Plan No. 925. 550 estimators, electrical, Plan No. 1193, 783 etiquette and dancing school, Plan No. 150, 77 exchange mott, Plan No. 192, 91 exchange parcel post, Plan No. 389, 305 exchange for women, Plan No. 151, 77 experiment stations, Plan No. 941. 568 extracts takes orders for Plan No. 177, 88 eye specialist optometry, Plan No. 926, 551 eye specialist, Plan No. 361, 291 F face cream carbolic, Plan No. 146, 75 factory hand becomes farmer, Plan No. 725. 419 factory workers in sheet metal, Plan No. 922, 547 factory workers receive lunches, Plan No. 122, 61 farm and law, Plan No. 467, 330 farm beekeeping, Plan No. 1063, 637 farm block for tables, Plan No. 815, 465 farm build broad roaster and sponge box, Plan No. 813. 463 farm butter yellow, Plan No. 494, 335 farm butter making equipment, Plan No. 821, 473 farm capons and caponizing, Plan No. 240, 184 farm cheese making equipment, Plan No. 822, 474 farm children can go to high school, Plan No. 829, 486 farm cleaning closet, Plan No. 828, 485 farm coal box build and sell, Plan No. 820, 472 farm conveniences build and sell, Plan No. 810, 458 farm cured of the cramps, Plan No. 789, 448 farm dairying, Plan No. 1064. 638 farm demand for labor, Plan No. 1067, 642 farm disabilities, Plan No. 1066, 640 farm dish drainer make and sell, Plan No. 814, 464 farm dryer and evaporator, Plan No. 827, 483 farm 81.2 acres, Plan No. 2111 farm fireless cooker build, Plan No. 812, 460 farm folding ironing board build and sell, Plan No. 817, 467 farm guinea fowl how to raise, Plan No. 256, 219 farm home conveniences build and sell, Plan No. 810, 458 farm horticulture, Plan No. 1062, 637 farm iceless refrigerator build and sell, Plan No. 817, 467 farm kitchen cabinet build, Plan No. 811, 458 farm kitchen waterworks for, Plan No. 824, 477 farm lands and country weekly makes a success, Plan No. 603, 373 farm labor demand for, Plan No. 1067, 642 farm made up of city lots, Plan No. 3 farm makes $600. 00 per year, Plan No. 2816 farm management as a profession, Plan No. 1103 700 farm management of U.S. Plan No. 906 502 farm mechanics and vocation, Plan No. 1236 815 farm 1 cow dairy, Plan No. 84 farm other farm specialties and trades, Plan No. 1065 638 farm 8½ acres makes $5,000 a year, Plan No. 2111 farm of 1/2 acre of ground and cucumbers, Plan No. 293 269 farm ownership possible, Plan No. 1061 636 farm products advertised, Plan No. 908 503 farm rack and portable ironing board, Plan No. 818 469 farm rentals system, Plan No. 808 457 farm run by a lawyer, Plan No. 674 400 farm serving trays build and sell, Plan No. 816 465 farm shower bath for, Plan No. 823 475 farm fly traps for, Plan No. 825 481 farm traded by lawyer, Plan No. 543 347 farm traveling man makes orchard pay, Plan No. 806 455 farm woman cans for city people, Plan No. 264 232 farm specialties, Plan No. 1065 638 farm woman makes apple butter, Plan No. 419 315 farm window screens, Plan No. 826 483 farm woman becomes ambitious, Plan No. 737 424 farm woman handles desiccated vegetables, Plan No. 237 165 farm woman gas hotbed for plants, Plan No. 433, 319 farm woman makes money out of barn, plan no, 28. 16 farm woman markets fruit, plan no, 271, 235 farmer, plan no, 607, 376 farmer believes in diversified farming, plan no, 770, 440 farmer believes that alfalfa is better than wheat, plan no. 626, 382 farmer boy believes it wise to learn by experience, plan no. 751, 431 farmer boy goes to city, sells buttermilk, plan no. 355, 289 farmer boy makes $385, in short time from one sow, plan no. 757, 433 farmer boy makes good money from calves, plan no. 755, 432 farmer boy makes profit from one ewe, plan no. 756, 432 farmer boy makes profit on one pig, plan no. 726, 420 farmer boy profits from one pig, plan no. 696, 408 farmer boy sells buttermilk, plan no. 355, 289 farmer boy starts on road to success with poultry, plan no. 754, 431 farmer boys in Texas make money from calves, plan no. 729, 422 farmer climbs with goats, plan no. 805, 454 farmer cans his product, plan no. 264, 558, 352 farmer feeds all they grow, plan no. 761, 436 farmer finds hogs profitable, plan no. 629, 383 farmer girl in Utah accomplishes wonders, plan no. 727, 420 farmer girl makes $98.00 from 9 hatches, plan no. 721, 417 farmer girl makes cow provide for her music lessons, plan no. 730, 422 farmer girls and boys make money on raising bees, plan no. 724, 419 farmer girls work in results, plan no. 322, 278 farmer goes to farm on cut over land, plan no. 777, 442 farmer has corn in winter, plan no. 516, 339 farmer has remarkable yield from 23 acres, plan no. 613, 378 farmer has to get customers, plan no. 795, 450 farmer in the West experience, plan no. 772, 440 farmer increases size of fruit and vegetables, plan no. 547, 348 farmer in the West makes a success of poultry before the war, plan no. 611, 377 farmer in the West makes money on cows, plan no. 773, 441 farmer keeps hogs, plan no. 171, 87 farmer likes dairying, plan no. 616, 379 farmer likes hogs and sheep, plan no. 608, 376 farmer likes stock, plan no. 617, 379 farmer likes the West, plan no. 628, 762, 382, 436 farmer likes to live in the West, plan no. 763, 437 farmer liquid glass, plan no. 380, 300 farmer lives near college, plan no. 776, 442 farmer makes $1,000 from poultry in 1 year, plan no. 619, 379 farmer makes $4,800 per year, plan no. 68, 36 farmer makes cottage cheese, plan no. 291, 245, 269, 197 farmer makes good profits on 130 acres of wheat, plan no. 621, 380 farmer makes good profits on wool, plan no. 775, 441 farmer makes good yield on wheat and oats, plan no. 618, 379 farmer makes harness dressing, plan no. 48, 27 farmer makes hogs fat, plan no. 549, 349 farmer makes improved milk stool, plan no. 760, 435 farmer makes money from 3 acres of land, plan no. 54, 30 farmer makes old barn pay, plan no. 28, 16 farmer made out of a factory hand, plan no. 725, 419 farmer made orchard and garden pay, plan no. 127a, 68 farmer makes profit out of cattle, plan no. 768, 439 farmer makes pullets pay, plan no. 282, 267 farmer makes sheep pay, plan no. 615. 379 farmer makes success of cattle in the West, plan no. 617, 379 farmer markets by parcel post, plan no. 246, 209 farmer on 23 acres, plan no. 613, 378 farmer pastures alfalfa, plan no. 624, 382 farmer preserves fruit and gels, plan no. 581, 364. Farmer protected against fraudulent caught action, plan no. 759, 434 farmer protection against fraud and wildcat investments, front of book farmer profits in horseradish, dandelions and cucumbers, plan no. 284, 286, 288, 268, 269 farmer raises beef cattle, money velvet, plan no. 623. 381 farmer raises calves, plan no. 68, 36 farmer raises cows, plan no. 609, 623, 773, 774, 377, 381, 441 farmer raises currants, plan no. 123, 62 farmer raises ducks and geese, plan no. 70. 37 farmer raised geese, plan no. 262, 525, 231, 341 farmer raises hogs, plan no. 610, 629, 696, 383 farmer raises hogs as sideline, plan no. 769, 607, 610, 440, 376. 377 farmer raises lettuce, plan no. 64, 35 farmer raises potted plants, plan no. 261, 231 farmer raises sheep, plan no. 612, 154, 615, 79, 379 farmer raises sweet potato slips, plan no. 117, 59 farmer raises 3 crops in one season, plan no. 622, 381 farmer raises wheat, plan no. 618, 621, 379, 380 farmer runs parcel post exchange, plan no. 389, 305 farmer saves $100 a month for 40 years, plan no. 700, 409 farmer sells ice cream, plan no. 328, 281 farmer sells apples by parcel post, plan no. 364, 293 farmer sells roasting ears in winter, plan no. 516. 339 farmer sells vegetables by parcel post, plan no. 54, 30 farmer sells books to, plan no. 306, 274 farmer spends $1 and makes $2, 20 on each sheep, plan no. 796, 451 farmer succeeds in mining dist, plan no. 374, 298 farmer supports family by home canning, plan no. 720, 417 farmer takes care of orchard, plan no. 802, 453 farmer tries to feed all he grows, plan no. 761, 436 farmer uses other people's farms, plan no. 693, 407 farmer uses parcel post, plan no. 580, 363 farmer what he did with beef cattle, plan no. 630, 383 farmer what he did with his land, plan no. 771, 440 farmer what he should know, plan no. 1068. 643 farmer wins success, plan no. 788, 447 farmer with 10 acres, plan no. 767, 439 farmer woman in the mountains keeps children in school, plan no. 722, 418 farmer woman, money-making plan no. 184, 737, 89, 424 farmer woman's way of making money, plan no. 172, 88 farmers alfalfa brings good returns, plan no. 625, 382 farmers blueprints of furniture sold to, plan no. 738. 425 farmers supply bureau, plan no. 55, 31 farmers use surplus of apples, plan no. 304, 273 farmers way to get customers by direct selling, plan no. 795, 450 farmers wife cans fruit and vegetables, plan no. 210, 98 farmers wife cans vegetables, plan no. 294. 270 farmers wife keeps eggs fresh, plan no. 217, 100 farmers wife looks after bees, plan no. 214, 99 farmers wife makes $1, 14 an hour on poultry, plan no. 748, 429 farmers wife makes jams and jellies, plan no. 436, 320 farmers wife markets eggs, butter and milk, plan no. 434, 319 farmers wife pickles peaches and pears, plan no. 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 69, 70 farmers wife raises chickens, plan no. 435, 319 farmers wife sells citronette cucumbers, plan no. 293, 269 farmers wife sells pure country tomato sauce, plan no. 441, 321 farming experiment station, plan no. 941, 942, 568 farming extension service, plan no. 943, 570 farming for divorced women, plan no. 736. 424 farming general, plan no. 1060, 635 farming technical, plan no. 938, 939, 940, 563, 566 farms irrigated profits from plan no. 766, 439 farms sell ice cream and bananas to plan no. 328. 281 farms too large, plan no. 727, 420 father learns a new trick, plan no. 704, 412 feather comforters made, plan no. 448, 322. Federal Employment Office, plan no. 902, 501 fee makes good money, plan no. 420, 315 ferns put in beautiful baskets, plan no. 1 fig paste, plan no. 333, 282 finishes for concrete, plan no. 1165, 769 finishing in woodworking trades, plan no. 937. 562 finishing, spotting, retouching, mounting and etching, plan no. 948, 574 fire kindler, plan no. 517, 339 fireproof, make clothing, plan no. 281, 267 fire protection engineering, plan no. 916, 918, 535. 539 fireless cooker, build, plan no. 812, 460 fireless cooker, homemade, plan no. 216, 99 fireman opportunity, plan no. 836, 489 fireman railroad, plan no. 993, 598 fish raise, plan no. 398, 310 flag routes preserved, plan no. 181, 89 flags sold by mail, plan no. 110, 56 flies fumigation, plan no. 503, 337 flour milling, plan no. 1246, 849 flower and garden seed, plan no. 213, 99 flower bed operators, plan no. 141, 73 flower bed keep, plan no. 429. 318 fly paper, advertise on, plan no. 363, 292 fly trap, plan no. 825, 481 folding ironing board, plan no. 717, 416 foot powder sold by girl, plan no. 535, 344 foreign trade, commercial work, plan no. 1092, 673 foreman, electrical railway, plan no. 1216, 797 foreman for concrete construction, plan no. 1164, 768 foreman for concrete road construction, plan no. 1177, 1173, 770, 771 foreman on road and street, plan no. 1011, 603 foreman train work on railroads, plan no. 991, 597 forestry department, plan no. 907, 503 forestry work, plan no. 1150, 740 form builder. Concrete construction, plan no. 1167, 769 farm setter for concrete roads, plan no. 1175, 771 foul air removed from wells, plan no. 495, 335 foundry oxyacetylene work, plan no. 1148, 739 foundry naval yards, plan no. 1036, 619 fox skins. Silva, plan no. 411, 313 frames knocked down, plan no. 387, 304 framing for pictures, plan no. 350, 287 fraudulent schemes and wildcat investments protection, front of book fraudulent caught actions protection, plan no. 759, 434 free moving pictures for children, plan no. 111. 57 freight brakemen for railroad, plan no. 994, 598 fresh roasted coffee, plan no. 74, 39 fruit and jellies preserved, plan no. 581, 364 fruit and shade trees spray, plan no. 24, 13 fruit and water for golf players, plan no. 794, 450 fruit cake baking, plan no. 29, 16 fruit lands irrigated, plan no. 764, 437 fruits and nuts crystallized, plan no. 404, 311 fruits and vegetables increased size, plan no. 547, 348 fruits preserved and marketed, plan no. 271, 235 fruits surplus use, plan no. 304, 364, 273. 293 furniture blocks, plan no. 815, 465 furniture blueprints of sold to farmers, plan no. 738, 425 furniture club plan, plan no. 357, 290 furniture Polish make and sell, plan no. 520, 340 furniture repairer and refinisher method, plan no. 523, 341 furniture upholstered and repaired, plan no. 532, 344 G galvanized shop naval yards, plan no. 1039, 620 garage division, plan no. 842. 491 garden for medical products, plan no. 313, 409, 313, 276 garden management, plan no. 266, 233 garden of boy, plan no. 703, 412 garden paths, wealth from plan no. 765, 438 garden products, plan no. 21, 790, 11, 449 garden raised 31 kinds of vegetables, plan no. 705, 412 garden raised rhubarb, plan no. 317, 277 garden paid, plan no. 703, 412 garden work by girl nearly blind, plan no. 706, 413 garden work party earns $0, 80 an hour, plan no. 750, 430 gardener learns new trick, plan no. 704, 412 gardener opportunity for plan no. 620, 622, 860, 493, 380, 381. Gardens boss other people's, plan no. 266, 233 gardens in city, plan no. 583, 280, 705, 238, 412 gardens for diabetics, plan no. 539, 345 garment trades as a vocation, plan no. 1238, 836 gas mantles made to pay, plan no. 450, 322 gather old magazines and sell, plan no. 432, 319 geese on the farm, raised, plan no. 525, 341 geese, money made from plan no. 262, 525, 232, 341 geese, raised, plan no. 70, 37 general farming, plan no. 1060, 635 gift shop opens, plan no. 51, 28 gingham shop started, plan no. 11, 5 girl at college makes spats, plan no. 15, 7 girl does typewriting at home, plan no. 41, 24 girl from country earns way through high school, plan no. 733, 423 girl handles starch enamel, plan no. 538. 345 girl in country works, plan no. 322, 278 girl makes $1 a day at golf, plan no. 794, 450 girl makes $98, 00 from 9 hatches, plan no. 721, 417 girl makes success of garden, plan no. 704. 412 girl makes success in poultry raising, plan no. 723, 418 girl makes syrup, plan no. 697, 408 girl makes table favors and decorations, plan no. 783, 444 girl nearly blind, accomplished, plan no. 706, 413 girl obtains music lessons from cow, plan no. 730, 422 girl professional hostess, plan no. 1 girl raises pansies, plan no. 414. 314 girl raises sheep, plan no. 749, 429 girl sells foot powder, plan no. 535, 344 girl sells hair dye, plan no. 536, 344 girl sells insect powder, plan no. 537, 345 girl sells on golf course, plan no. 794. 450 girl typewrites for authors, plan no. 59, 28 girl who lives in Utah accomplishes, plan no. 727, 420 girl wins poultry record in the South, plan no. 753, 431 girl works her way through college, plan no. 67, 36 girls and boys make profits in bees, plan no. 724. 419 girls can go to high school from the farm, plan no. 829, 486 girls cooking school for plan no. 274, 237 girls for maids, plan no. 859, 493 girls herd their own sheep, plan no. 749, 429 girls make money in raising bees, plan no. 724, 419 girls make spats, plan no. 15, 7 girls raise chickens in South, plan no. 747, 429 girls sewing school, plan no. 275, 237 glass polishing paste, plan no. 137, 71 gloves of canvas makes plan no. 14, 6 goats climbing with plan no. 805, 454 goldfish raised, plan no. 398. 310 gold working in jewelry trade, plan no. 959, 578 golf makes $1 per day, plan no. 794, 450 governor opportunity, plan no. 874, 495 governor publications condense, plan no. 554, 351 grain supervisor, plan no. 217. 100 grasshoppers turn into chicken feed for winter, plan no. 59, 32 grease eradicating tablets, plan no. 325, 280 grease and oil remover, plan no. 120, 60 grocer makes maple syrup, plan no. 145, 74 grocery business made a success, plan no. 298, 271 grocery store $0. 05 and $0. 10, plan no. 3822 grocery traveling plan no. 271 growing mushrooms in cellar plan no. 47 guinea fowls how to raise plan no. 219 H had success with 52-acre orchard plan no. 453 hair chains made plan no. 291 hairdressers women opportunity for plan no. 493 hairdressing as a profession plan no. 71 hairdressing done by woman plan no. 146 hair dye sold by girl plan no. 344 hair taught care of plan no. 27 hair tonic how to put up in bottles plan no. 325 hand laundry made pay plan no. 90 hand press and amateur printing plan no. 219 handkerchiefs collars and cuffs make plan no. 89 handkerchiefs sanitary plan no. 305 harness maker and saddle maker plan no. 1058 634 harness dressing made plan no. 27 hats tailored plan no. 164 hay and grain inspector plan no. 501 health division opportunities in plan no. 487 heating and lighting plan no. 493 hen house fumigation strip plan no. 302 hens 14 do well plan no. 378 hens made to lay in winter plan no. 32 hens made to lay the year round plan no. 197 hickory nut sell plan no. 164 high school boy earns way plan no. 676 401 high school country girl earns way plan no. 423 high school expenses way boy pays plan no. 427 high school paid his way through plan no. 427 history of a church written plan no. 95 history of college class pays college expenses plan no. 395 hogs are money makers plan no. 377 hogs as a sideline plan no. 440 hogs a success boy plan no. 431 hogs he found very profitable plan no. 383 hogs and sheep a success plan no. 376 home built on $40 a month plan no. 409 home demonstration agent for government plan no. 503 home industries boost plan no. 316 home industry page plan no. 329 home lunch delivery plan no. 14 home made Christmas gifts plan no. 74 home made lace plan no. 74 home made Christmas candy plan no. 88 home made peanut crisp plan no. 54 home photography plan no. 575 home made stick candy plan no. 153 home messenger service plan no. 45 home purchased plan no. 326 home paid for by donuts plan no. 426 home scenes on calendars plan no. 312 home star started plan no. 73 home work that pays plan no. 55 horsemen horsemen, drivers and pikemen plan no. 489 horse radish profitable plan no. 268 horticulture on the farm plan no. 637 hospital started in small town plan no. 40 hostess professional plan no. 1 hotbeds for plants plan no. 319 hotel business doubled plan no. 51 house clean outside plan no. 362, 292 house cleaning and washing windows, Plan No. 702, 411 house numbers supplied, Plan No. 346, 286 house repairing, Plan No. 338, 283 household goods, Plan No. 357, 290 housekeeper opportunity, Plan No. 830. 487 houses built and sold, Plan No. 301, 272 houses made over, Plan No. 81, 42 Huckleberry Pie sale of, Plan No. 273, 236 hydraulic engineer how he became, Plan No. 83, 44 iceless refrigerator, Plan No. 378, 299 iceless refrigerator build and sell, Plan No. 716, 817, 819, 467, 415, 469 ignition service, Plan No. 1153, 759 illustrator for U.S., Plan No. 217, 100 immigration officer, Plan No. 890, 499 ink powder, Plan No. 472. 473, 474, 475, 331, 332 ink that stands all tests, Plan No. 375, 298 inkless pen, Plan No. 27, 15 inks and mucilage makes, Plan No. 190, 90 Information Bureau, Plan No. 670. 399 Information concerning city property, Plan No. 582, 364 Information in city used by lawyer, Plan No. 735, 424 Insect powder handled by girl, Plan No. 537, 345 Inside and outside work, naval yards, Plan No. 1049, 623 Inspection and repair, electrical manufacturing, Plan No. 1077, 655 Inspection for concrete work, Plan No. 1157, 765 Inspection, electrical maintenance, Plan No. 1198. 785 Inspection of automobiles, Plan No. 3722 Inspection repair, electrical, Plan No. 1077 1200 655 786 Inspector for concrete work, Plan No. 1171 770 Inspector for railroads, Plan No. 986 595 Inspectors, locomotives, Plan No. 895 500. Installation section, Telephone Co. Plan No. 1230 801 Instructing electrical railway, Plan No. 1215 797 Insurance Commissioner for State, Plan No. 881 496 Insurance for watches, Plan No. 9550 Insurance law lawyer specializes, Plan No. 651 389 Insurance sale puts him through college, Plan No. 597 371 Internal Revenue Agent, Plan No. 891 499 Internal Revenue Collector, Plan No. 892 499 Ironing board build and sell, Plan No. 817 818 467 469 Ironing board make and sell, Plan No. 717. 416 Irrigated farms, profit from, Plan No. 766 439 Irrigated fruit lands, Plan NOS. 764 766 767 437 439 Isolation hospital nurse becomes, Plan No. 672 399 J jams and jellies made by farmer's wife, Plan No. 436 320 janitors opportunity, Plan No. 831 488 janitors opportunity for, Plan No. 858 493 jellies preserved, Plan No. 581 364 jewelry trade area of employment, Plan No. 960 579 jewelry trade opportunities, Plan No. 957 577 jewelry trade working in gold, Plan No. 959 578 jewelry trade working in platinum, Plan No. 958, 577 jobs, 225 in number, listed, Plan No. 913, 512 join a shop, naval yards, Plan No. 1034, 619 journalism, opportunity in, Plan No. 909, 504 judge. How a lawyer may become, Plan No. 633, 384 judge, federal, Plan No. 905, 502 judges of the Superior Court, Plan No. 852, 492 judgments, old, looked up, Plan No. 529, 342 Judiciary Division, Plan No. 850, 492 Justice of the Peace, he ran for, Plan No. 686, 404 Justices of the Peace, Plan No. 853, 493 Juvenile Court, Plan No. 867, 494 K Kitchen Cabinet, Build, Plan No. 811, 458 Kitchen List on Cardboard, Plan No. 279, 237 Kitchen Work Eliminated, Plan No. 17. 8L Labor Agent Division, Plan No. 833, 488 Labor as Bench Hands in Metal Works, Plan No. 924, 549 Labor as Logging, Plan No. 913, 512 Labor as Molders, Plan No. 920, 544 Labor, Great Demand for On-Farm, Plan No. 1067. 642 Labor in the Forest, Plan No. 1149, 739 Labor in the Metal Trades, Plan No. 919, 543 Labor Machine Operator in Metal Works, Plan No. 923, 547 Laborer as Machine Carpentering and Woodworking Trades, Plan No. 928, 555 Laborer earns way through college, Plan No. 595, 371 Laborers as Assemblers and Erectors in Metal Trade, Plan No. 925, 550 Laborers, Factory Workers, Sheet Metal, Plan No. 922, 547 Laborers for Night, Plan No. 834, 488 Laborers, Opportunity for, Plan No. 838, 489 Laborers, Opportunity for, Plan No. 841, 491 Laborers, Opportunity, Plan No. 843, 491 Lace, Homemade, Plan No. 143, 74 Lady Makes Bath Rugs, Plan No. 72, 38 Lake Resort Run Amusements, Plan No. 745, 428 Land Office for Government, Plan No. 903, 502 Landscape Artist, Assists Architect, Plan No. 272. 236 Landscape and Architectural Photography, Plan No. 949, 574 Landscape Designer, Plan No. 217, 100 Landscape Gardener Sells Dandelion Destroyer, Plan No. 447, 321 Landscaping City Lots, Plan No. 265, 233 Lasting Shoes, Plan No. 1055. 632 Laundering Laundry, Plan No. 222, 145 Laundry Agency Helps Man at College, Plan No. 75, 39 Laundry Maid Pay, Plan No. 189, 90 Laundry Plan That Paid, Plan No. 689, 405 Laundry Worker, Plan No. 870, 494 Law as a Profession, Plan No. 1183. 773 Law Books Paid His Way Through College, Plan No. 779, 442 Law, The Practice of a Good Way to Start, Plan No. 785, 445 Lawn Mowed by Woman, Plan No. 5, 3 Lawn Mowers Repaired, Plan No. 26, 267, 15, 234 Lawyer Attends to Business, Plan No. 369. 295 Lawyer Becomes Chief Justice, Plan No. 637, 387 Lawyer Becomes Court Clerk, Plan No. 653, 390. Lawyer Becomes Counsel for City, Plan No. 636, 386 Lawyer Becomes Counsel for Railroads, Plan No. 679, 402 Lawyer Becomes a Judge, Plan No. 633, 384 lawyer becomes lawyer's lawyer, plan no. 654, 391 lawyer became mayor of city, plan no. 634. 385 lawyer became a patent attorney, plan no. 786, 446 lawyer becomes police judge, plan no. 683, 403 lawyer becomes special counsel for city, plan no. 636, 386 lawyer becomes state representative, plan no. 682, 403 lawyer becomes trial expert, plan no. 652, 389 lawyers briefs, plan no. 156, 80 lawyer builds practice on collection, plan no. 671, 399 lawyer farms and practices law, plan no. 467, 330 lawyer fee turned into good investment, plan no. 420, 315 lawyer gets on school board, plan no. 677, 402 lawyer he wanted to be, plan no. 678, 402 lawyer keeps records, plan no. 604. 374 lawyer looks up old judgments, plan no. 529, 342 lawyer makes municipal law a specialty, plan no. 657, 392 lawyer makes a success in a large city, plan no. 658, 393 lawyer makes old houses over, plan no. 81, 42 lawyer makes municipal collections, plan no. 30, 17 lawyer occupies highest judicial office in the Philippine Islands, plan no. 637, 387 lawyer opportunity with U.S. for plan nos. 879, 888, 496. 499 lawyers opportunity for plan no. 847, 492 lawyers opportunity for plan no. 865, 494 lawyer prepares briefs for lawyers, plan no. 31, 18 lawyer prepares legal forms, plan no. 541, 346 lawyer receives equities for fees, plan no. 420. 315 lawyer represents extreme political party, plan no. 673, 400 lawyer runs farm, plan no. 674, 400 lawyer in small town, plan no. 656, 392 lawyer saves typewriting expense, plan no. 605, 375 lawyer sells law books, plan no. 606. 376 lawyer specializes on insurance law, plan no. 651, 389 lawyer trades for 80-acre farm, plan no. 543, 347 lawyer uses information bureaus in city, plan no. 735, 424 lawyer visits his brother attorneys, plan no. 782, 444 lawyer way to start practice, plan no. 785, 445 lawyer writes for newspaper, plan no. 659, 393 leaders in agricultural work, plan no. 943, 571 leather industry, other skilled occupations, plan no. 1051, 627 leather making trades, operators who sew together different parts of shoes, plan no. 1053. 630 leather trades, skillful cutters, plan no. 1054, 631 leather trade, shoe lasting, plan no. 1055, 632 leather trade, shoemaking, plan no. 1051, 628 leather trade workers, plan no. 1052, 630 leather working trades of different kinds, plan no. 1057. 634 lectures prepared and sold at college, plan no. 584, 367 legal division, plan no. 847, 492 legal forms prepared by lawyer, plan no. 541, 346 lemonade stand run by boy, plan no. 480, 333 lettering compound, plan no. 218. 121 letters written for businessmen, plan no. 9, 4 lettuce growing $100,000 per annum, plan no. 64, 35 library circulating music, plan no. 386, 304 library for magazines, Plan No. 157, 81 libraries circulating in small town, Plan No. 259, 230 lieutenant governor, Plan No. 875, 495 life insurance salesmanship, Plan No. 1095, 677 light and power company, electrical, Plan No. 1204, 791 lime sold by mail, Plan No. 383, 302 line department, electrical railway, Plan No. 1217, 798 line and instrument repairman, Plan No. 1227, 801 line construction, light and power companies, Plan No. 1205, 792 laundry laundering by woman, Plan No. 222, 145 liquid glass, Plan No. 380, 300 list of names for advertisers, Plan No. 36, 21 list of names, sell, Plan No. 61, 34. List for the kitchen on cardboard, Plan No. 279, 237 local views for calendar, Plan No. 252, 218 locomotive inspector, Plan No. 895, 500 logging possibilities in Plan No. 910, 913, 509, 512 long distance phone gets business for newspaper, Plan No. 360. 291 lookout ocean transportation, Plan No. 1023, 609 lot back of money from Plan No. 790, 449 lots kept clean, Plan No. 5, 3 lumber industry, 509 lunch chafing annex, Plan No. 403, 311 lunch club starts, Plan No. 169, 86 lunch delivery from home, Plan No. 25, 14 lunch hot soup for business girls, Plan No. 302, 272 lunch a novel way, Plan No. 269, 234 lunches for factory workers, Plan No. 122, 61 lunches hot for business girls, Plan No. 302, 272 lunches put out, small ones, Plan No. 268. 234 luncheons for school children, Plan No. 236, 165 luncheons for shoppers, Plan No. 466, 329 lunchroom in old street car, Plan No. 270, 235 machine carpentering and factory woodworking trade, Plan No. 928, 555 machine shop navy yards, Plan No. 1030, 617 machine operators for concrete production, Plan No. 1178, 771 machine operating in woodworking trade, Plan No. 934, 559 machinist in metal trade, Plan No. 923, 547 machinist shop work on railroad, Plan No. 981. 593 made and sold shoes, Plan No. 456, 325 made $40 a month and built home, Plan No. 699, 409 making cozy corners, Plan No. 155, 79 making old house over, Plan No. 81, 42 making orchard and garden pay, Plan No. 127A, 68 magazines. Circulating library, Plan No. 157, 81 magazines collected by boy, Plan No. 482, 333 magazines, old numbers gather and sell, Plan No. 432, 319 magazines, pictorial, Plan No. 575, 362 magazine subscription agency, Plan No. 195. 92 magazine subscription agent, run by mail, Plan No. 348, 286 mailing bureau, Plan No. 278, 237 mail carriers, Plan No. 217, 100 mail order selling, Plan No. 452, 572, 350, 360 memorials, way to sell, Plan No. 260. 231 man disabled, 5,000 positions, in life insurance salesmanship, Plan No. 1096, 679 man gets out political manual, Plan No. 2212 man protection against fraudulent schemes and wildcat investments, front of book man sells to school pencil sharpening machine, Plan No. 20 10-man sells wife's baking, plan no. 19 9-man shopper, plan no. 62 34-man starts children's 5-cent playground, plan no. 16 7-man writes business letters, plan no. 9 4 manager for concrete production, plan no. 1176 771 manager for taxicab co, plan no. 1010 602 manager for transportation on road and streets, plan no. 1010 977 602 591 management of city gardens, plan no. 266 233 management of employment, plan no. 914 522 management of social functions, plan no. 43 25 manicuring in a small town, plan no. 223 145 manuscripts revised, plan no. 563 354 manuscript written by stenographer, plan no. 50 28 manufacturing of other articles in woodworking trade, plan no. 931 557 manufacturing page advertising for newspaper, plan no. 675 401 maple cream candy, plan no. 102 53 maple syrup artificial, plan no. 145 74 market bureau of, plan no. 898 500 market fruit, plan no. 271 235 market improved by woman, plan no. 314 276 marketing by parcel post, plan no. 246 434 209 319 marketing surplus, plan no. 463 328 marketing preparation, plan no. 167 85 marketing eggs parcel post, plan no. 225 146 Marshall for U.S., plan no. 887 499 massage cream selling, plan no. 461 327 master of ship, plan no. 1016 605 mate chief, plan no. 1017 606 mate second on ship, plan no. 101 606 mayor secretary to, plan no. 631 383 meat inspector, plan no. 830 487 machine operator cement, plan no. 1178 771 mechanics, plan no. 834 488 mechanics opportunity, plan no. 843 491 mechanics opportunity for, plan no. 841 981 982 491 593 594 mechanics opportunity for, plan no. 838 489 mechanical department electrical railway, plan no. 1211 795 medical garden, plan no. 409 313 medical vegetable garden, plan no. 313 276 medicine the practice of opportunity, plan no. 915 531 memorials new way to sell, plan no. 260 231 memory how to increase, plan no. 573 360 men teachers needed, plan no. 1102 693 men's apparel advisor, plan no. 556 351 mending shop run, plan no. 158 88 81 46 merchant marine cruise vs naval, plan no. 1014 605 merchant night watchman, plan no. 69 37 merchant runs cooperative store, plan no. 76 40 merchants in country town bought out, plan no. 732 422 merchants in country buy electrotypes, plan no. 119 60 merchants give discounts in form of motion pictures, plan no. 116 59 merchants plan to interest farmers, plan no. 306 274 merchants use coupons to aid sales, plan no. 52 29 master mechanic on plan no. 979 593 messenger service at home, plan no. 85 45 metal plate oxyacetylene work, plan no. 1148 739 metal trades, plan no. 919 543 metallic furniture, oxyacetylene, Plan No. 1146 739 milk condensed, Plan No. 206 97 milk diet, Plan No. 127 66 milk market, Plan No. 434 319 milka opportunity for, Plan No. 871 495 milking stool improved, Plan No. 760 435 mines photograph, Plan No. 578 363 mint culture, Plan No. 6 3 mittens thumbless made for children, Plan No. 231 164 mixer operator for concrete work, Plan No. 1166 769 mixer operator finisher reinforcing places for concrete road construction, Plan No. 1174 770 modeler concrete work, Plan No. 1179 772 mold loft naval yards, Plan No. 1042 620 molders for concrete production, Plan No. 1177 771 molders, Plan No. 920 544 money makes handkerchiefs, collars, cuffs, etc. Plan No. 186 89 mop dustless, Plan No. 714 415 motion picture photography, Plan No. 953 575 motion picture theater, Plan No. 79 41 motion picture tickets free, Plan No. 116 59 motion picture tickets free to children, Plan No. 111 57 motion pictures in small churches, Plan No. 402 311 motormen for electric railway, Plan No. 1005 600 moving picture program, Plan No. 84 44 mucilage and inks makes, Plan No. 190 90 municipal collections by lawyer, Plan No. 30 17 municipal law specialty, Plan No. 657 392 musical circulating library, Plan No. 386 304 musical composers assist, Plan No. 249 217 musical education, Plan No. 396 308 musical piano keys, Plan No. 438 320 mushroom growing, Plan No. 235 165 mushroom growing in cellar, Plan No. 91 47 N nails that are brittle, remedy, Plan No. 498 336 names collecting and sell, Plan No. 277 237 names for advertisers, Plan No. 36 21 names sold in lists, Plan No. 61 34 naval vs. merchant marine, Plan No. 1015 605 naval yards occupations, Plan NOS. 1026 1048 1049 610 622 623 naval yards blacksmith shop, Plan No. 1032 618 navy yards boiler shop, Plan No. 1031 618 naval yards calking, Plan No. 1044 621 naval yards condition of work, Plan No. 1048 622 naval yards copper shop, Plan No. 1037 619 naval yards classes of workers employed, Plan No. 1050 624 naval yards cutting steel frames and plates, Plan No. 1043 621 navy yards drawing room, Plan No. 1028 617 naval yards drilling, Plan No. 1044 621 naval yards electrical department, Plan No. 1040 620 naval yards, Plan No. 1036 619 naval yards galvanized shop, Plan No. 1039 620 naval yards inside and outside work, Plan No. 1049 623 naval yards joiner shop, Plan No. 1034 619 naval yards mold loft, Plan No. 1042 620 navy yards machine shop, Plan No. 1030 617 naval yards office work, Plan No. 1047 622 naval yards patent shop, Plan No. 1033, 618 Navy Yards Power Plant, Plan No. 1029, 617 Naval Yards Pipe Shop, Plan No. 1035, 619 Naval Yards Reaming, Plan No. 1044, 621 Naval Yards Rigging Loft, Plan No. 1041, 620 Naval Yards Riveting, Plan No. 1044, 621 Naval Yards Schedule of Daily Wages and Naval Stations, Plan No. 1051, 626 Naval Yards Shaping and Bonding Plates, Plan No. 1043, 621 Naval Yards Sheet Metal Shop, Plan No. 1038, 619 Naval Yards Ship Fitting, Plan No. 1045, 621 Naval Yards Shipping and Calking, Plan No. 1044, 621 Naval Yards Supply Department, Plan No. 1046, 622 Newspaper and Real Estate, Plan No. 603, 373 Newspaper Correspondence, Plan No. 191, 91 Newspaper in Country Town Gets Advertisements for, Plan No. 238. 166 Newspaper and Country Advertising, Plan No. 66, 36 Newspaper Man Briefs the Law Briefs, Plan No. 156, 80 Newspaper Man Clips Personals, Plan No. 33, 20 Newspaper Man Makes Extra Money by Long Dist, Phone, Plan No. 356, 289 Newspaper Man Obtains Business by Telegraph, Plan No. 360. 291 Newspaper Man's Plan, Plan No. 207, 680, 97, 402 Newspaper Man Writes Church History, Plan No. 201, 95 Newspaper Owner Obtains Business When Sick, Plan No. 360, 291 Newspaper Reporter Runs Social Register, Plan No. 326, 280 Newspaper Represent, Plan No. 702b, 411 Newspaper Runs Home Industry Page, Plan No. 465, 329 Newspaper Runs Library Column, Plan No. 263, 232 Newspaper for Churches, Plan No. 98, 51 Newspaper Runs Paid Reading Matter, Plan No. 2 Newspaper and Sale of Farm Lands Makes Success, Plan No. 603, 373 Newspaper Supports Home Industries, Plan No. 423, 316 Newspaper Work Future in Plan No. 909, 504 Newspaper Work Opportunity in Plan No. 909, 504 Newspaper in the Country Represent, Plan No. 430, 318 News Depot Open, Plan No. 353. 289 New Way to Sell Sheet Music, Plan No. 44, 25 Night Watchman Opportunity, Plan No. 69, 37 Notion Store at Home, Plan No. 290, 269 Numbers on Houses Supplied, Plan No. 346, 286 Nurse for Isolation Hospital, Plan No. 672, 399 Nurse for Diabetics, Plan No. 568, 357 Nurse Opportunity for Plan No. 870, 494 Nurses Bureau, Plan No. 148, 76 Nurses Opportunity for Plan No. 859, 493 Nut Candy Good, Plan No. 332, 282 Nut Crystallized, Plan No. 404, 311 Nut Meats Dealing in, Plan No. 168, 86 Nuts Sell, Plan No. 230, 164 Nuts Shell and Sell, Plan No. 405, 312 Occupations in Automobile Industry, Plan No. 1104, 707 Occupations Commercial, Plan No. 1082, 658 Occupations in Electrical Manufacturing Industries, Plan No. 1069, 648 Occupations in Navy Yard, Plan No. 1026, 610 Occupations Other on Railway, Plan No. 1007, 601 Ocean Transportation, Plan No. 1012, 604 Ocean Transportation Able Seamen, Plan No. 1022, 607 Ocean Transportation Boatswain, Plan No. 1021, 606 Ocean Transportation, Chief Engineer and Assistant, Plan No. 1029, 606 Ocean Transportation, Chief Mate, Plan No. 1017, 605 Ocean Transportation, Chief Steward, Plan No. 1025, 610 Ocean Transportation, Crew and Duties, Plan No. 1014, 605 Ocean Transportation, Lookout, Plan No. 1023, 609 Ocean Transportation, Manager and Captain, Plan No. 1016, 605 Ocean Transportation, Navy vs Merchant Marine, Plan No. 1015, 605 Ocean Transportation, Purser Position for Disabled Men, Plan No. 1024, 609 Ocean Transportation, Second Mate, Plan No. 1018, 606 Ocean Transportation, Watch Officer, Plan No. 1019, 606 Odd Jobs Done by Boy, Plan No. 481, 333 Office and Clerical Work on Railroads, Plan No. 964, 583 Office Boys Training School, Plan No. 384, 303 Office in City, Desk Room, Plan No. 113, 57 Office Management, Commercial Work, Common, Plan No. 1097, 680 Office Work for Railroads, Plan No. 975, 589 Office Work, Navy Yards, Plan No. 1047, 622 Offices, Supplies, Towels for Plan No. 45, 25 Old Houses Made Over, Plan No. 81. 42 Old Man Stores Screens, Plan No. 39, 23 1U Gives Boy Profit, Plan No. 756, 432 1 Cow Dairy, Plan No. 8 4 Operating Garment, Plan No. 1242, 839 Operators who sew different parts of shoe, Plan No. 1053, 630 Operators who skillfully cut leathers, Plan No. 1054, 631 Operator of Motion Pictures starts business in small town churches, Plan No. 402, 311 Optometry Opportunity in Plan No. 926, 551 Orchard and Garden Made to Pay, Plan No. 127, A. 68 Orchard Bird Bath, Plan No. 567, 356 Orchard, 52 acres in Michigan, Plan No. 802, 453 Orchard Neglected Pays Profits, Plan No. 806, 455 Orchardist Increased Size of Fruits and Vegetables, Plan No. 547, 348 Orchardist Spray Fruit Trees, Plan No. 24. 13 Orders Pay Way Through College, Plan No. 592, 370 Organizer for Community, Plan No. 217, 100 Own Town He Worked for, Plan No. 464, 328 Oxyacetylene Welding, Plan No. 1139, 732 Oxyacetylene Work, Plan No. 1139, 1141, 732. 737 Oxyacetylene Work, Automobile Industry, Plan No. 1143, 738 Oxyacetylene Work, Containers, Plan No. 1147, 739 Oxyacetylene Work, Electric Railways, Plan No. 1141, 737 Oxyacetylene Work, Foundries, Plan No. 1149, 739 Oxyacetylene Work, Metallic Furniture, Plan No. 1146, 739 Oxyacetylene Work, Metal Plates, Plan No. 1148, 739 Oxyacetylene Work, Pipe and Main, Plan No. 1144, 738 Oxyacetylene Work, Steam Railways, Plan No. 1140, 737 Oxyacetylene Work, Sheet Metal, Plan No. 1145, 739 Oxyacetylene Work, Shipbuilding, Plan No. 1142, 738 P. Paid Reading Matter for Newspapers, Plan No. 4. 2 Paint Screens During Winter, Plan No. 39, 23 Painter Paints Auto in Winter, Plan No. 591, 369 Painting of China and Sausage Making, Plan No. 365, 294 Palmistry by Mail, Plan No. 165. 84 Pansies Raise and Sell, Plan No. 414, 314 paper covers put man through college, plan no. 227, 163 paper for the church, how to run, plan no. 98, 51 parcel post exchange, plan no. 389, 305 parcel post sells apples, plan no. 364, 580, 363. 293 parcel post sells butter and cheese, plan no. 246, 209 parcel post sells cigars, plan no. 309, 275 parcel post used to sell on installment, plan no. 31, 275 parlor magic, plan no. 478, 333 patent attorney gives work to engineer and draftsman, plan no. 784, 445 patent attorney, how to become, plan no. 786, 446 patent insight, special directory, plan no. 422, 316 patrolman in small town, plan no. 69, 37 patent copied on cloth, plan no. 519, 340 patent makers for concrete construction, plan no. 1180. 772 patent shop, naval yards, plan no. 1033, 618 patents for stockings made, plan no. 316, 277 pay their way through college, plan no. 598, 371 peanut vending machine, plan no. 427, 318. Peanuts salted made a success, plan no. 367, 294 peas sweet raised, plan no. 289, 268 pen, inkless, manufacture, plan no. 27, 15 pencil sharpening machine free, plan no. 2010 people introduced through the newspaper, plan no. 669, 398 peppermint creams, plan no. 330. 282 perfume for sick room, plan no. 296, 270 perspiration eradicator, plan no. 506, 338 photo engraving and 3-color work, plan no. 955, 575 photographing animals for sale, plan no. 99, 52 photographs develop and print, plan no. 292. 269 photographs read characters from, plan no. 327, 281 photographs sell at 39 cents per dozen, plan no. 73, 38 photography airbrush work, plan no. 945, 573 photography amateur finishing, plan no. 951, 574 photography as a vocation, 573 photography. Bromide paintings, plan no. 946, 573 photography children, plan no. 46, 553, 26, 350 photography commercial, plan no. 947, 573 photography copying, coloring photographs, lantern slides and etc., plan no. 948, 574 photography for the press, plan no. 950, 574 photography, landscape and architectural photography, plan no. 949, 574 photography making home portraits, plan no. 952, 574 photography, mines, plan no. 578, 363 photography motion pictures, plan no. 953, 575 photography. Photo engraving and 3-color work, plan no. 955, 575 photography. Question to ask, plan no. 956, 576 photography. Portrait, plan no. 954, 575 photography with stereo camera, plan no. 57, 32 physician has hospital in town, plan no. 77, 40 physician makes money, plan no. 640, 388 physicians opportunity in this field, plan no. 915, 531 piano keys keep white, plan no. 438, 320 piano plays and teaches, plan no. 180, 89 piano star, plan no. 386, 304 pickled peaches or pears, plan no. 128. 69 pickled plums, plan no. 131, 69 pickles sweet cucumbers, plan no. 132, 70 pickles, relishes, and preserves, Plan No. 211, 98 pictures he drew, Plan No. 742, 426 pictures, frame knocked down, Plan No. 350, 387, 287. 304 pictures made to look like oil paintings, Plan No. 391, 306 picture taking from town to farm, Plan No. 908, 503 pictures taken of children, Plan No. 46, 26 picture look like oil paintings, Plan No. 391, 306 pictures drawn, Plan No. 742, 642 pies make, Plan No. 273. 236 pig makes boy money, Plan No. 757, 433 pig makes profit for farmer boy, Plan No. 726, 420 pig profit from $587, Plan No. 696, 408 pigs profitable to boy, Plan No. 751, 431 pigeons raise, Plan No. 561, 353 pillows and cushions make, Plan No. 254, 219 pipe and main works, oxyacetylene, Plan No. 1144, 738 pipe shop naval yards, Plan No. 1035, 619 plan to bring women to store, Plan No. 299, 271 plans he knew how to operate, Plan No. 306, 373 plant department, telephone companies, Plan No. 1220, 799 plants growing and selling of, Plan No. 261, 231 plants hotbeds for, Plan No. 433, 319 planing mill industry, Plan No. 929, 557 plating silver, Plan No. 501. 337 platinum working in, Plan No. 958, 578 plants raise and sell, Plan No. 417, 418, 315, 315 plasterer and mold maker, concrete production, Plan No. 1181, 772 playground for children, Plan No. 16.7 podiatry as a vocation, Plan No. 1245, 844 plumber how to become, Plan No. 701, 410 plums pickled, Plan No. 131. 215, 69, 99 plumber, Plan No. 836, 489 plumber do you want to become one, Plan No. 701, 410 police division, Plan No. 834, 488 police judge becomes, Plan No. 683, 403 police judge opportunity for, Plan No. 850, 492 policemen. Opportunity for, Plan No. 837, 489. Policemen small town, Plan No. 69, 37 Polish for autos, Plan No. 193, 92 Polish for furniture successfully sold, Plan No. 520, 340 polishing blocks of metal, Plan No. 490, 335 polishing cloths made, Plan No. 60, 33 political he first became county assessor, Plan No. 687. 405 political how he wanted and became a city commissioner, Plan No. 685, 404 political he ran for justice of peace, Plan No. 686, 404 political lawyer becomes police judge, Plan No. 683, 403 political lawyer becomes state representative, Plan No. 682, 403 political manual, Plan No. 2212 political party extremist represented by lawyer, Plan No. 673, 400 politically he becomes county clerk, Plan No. 781, 443 politically he made a success of assessor's office, Plan No. 780, 443 politics attorney becomes mayor of city, Plan No. 634, 385 politics he became secretary to the mayor, Plan No. 631, 383 politics in city affair opportunity health division, Plan No. 830, 487 politics interest in, Plan No. 660, 394 politics, he became county commissioner, plan no. 632, 383 politics, how lawyer became county clerk, plan no. 653, 390 politics, lawyer becomes a judge, plan no. 633, 384 politics, make a living out of, plan no. 635, 385 politics. Physician becomes coroner, plan no. 638, 387 politics, reporter goes to Washington, plan no. 661, 394 politics, retired man goes into, plan no. 739, 425 poor farm, plan no. 870, 494 popcorn sells, plan no. 351. 288 portrait photography, plan no. 954, 575 positions in agricultural extension service, plan no. 944, 572 positions in agricultural experiment stations, plan no. 942, 570 positions in agricultural schools for agricultural specialist, plan no. 940, 566 positions, 225 in number, plan no. 913, 512 positions, thousands of in USA in agricultural colleges, plan no. 942. 569 postcards for churches, plan no. 197, 93 postcard souvenirs, plan no. 257, 229 postcard series sell, plan no. 347, 286 postcard tinsel, plan no. 471, 331 postage stamps, cancelled, sells, plan no. 476, 332 Postal Department of Government, plan no. 885, 498 potato chips made a success, plan no. 343, 285 potato chips and donuts, plan no. 93, 48 potato plants, sweet, raised, plan no. 418, 315 potted plants sold, plan no. 233, 164 potted plants growing and selling, plan no. 261, 231 poultry backyard, plan no. 239, 166 poultry figures that are interesting, plan no. 611, 614, 619, 377. 378, 379 poultry fattened quickly, plan no. 496, 336 poultry hen house strip, plan no. 382, 302 poultry how to succeed in, plan no. 723, 418 poultry in the city a success, plan no. 614, 378 poultry made good profits, plan no. 711, 414 poultry makes $1,000 per year, plan no. 619, 379 poultry man raises capons, plan no. 297, 270 poultry man boy starts on road to success, plan no. 754, 431 poultry man keeps eggs fresh for a year, plan no. 545. 348 poultry man makes strips for hen house, plan no. 382, 302 poultry, money in, plan no. 708, 282, 709, 710, 711, 723, 413, 267, 414, 418 poultry prima, plan no. 219, 122 poultry purebred made to pay, plan no. 318, 278 poultry plan of a woman, plan no. 212, 98 poultry raised, plan no. 668, 398 poultry raised by farmer's wife, plan no. 435, 319 poultry raised by girl, plan no. 721, 417 poultry raised by woman, plan no. 710, 414 poultry raise and sell, plan no. 183. 89 poultry raising for a boy, plan no. 94, 49 poultry raised on 80 acres, plan no. 668, 398 poultry raised in South by girls, plan no. 747, 429. Poultry record earned by girl in South, Plan No. 753, 431 poultry what one woman did, Plan No. 709, 414 poultry what she did with chickens, Plan No. 800, 451 poultry yields $1, 14 an hour, Plan No. 748, 429 powderman opportunity for Plan No. 838. 489 powder sold with a premium, Plan No. 368, 295 power plant Navy yards, Plan No. 1028, 617 practice how a drugless doctor builds it up, Plan No. 650, 88 preparation how to market, Plan No. 167, 85 presents for holidays and birthdays, Plan No. 428. 318 preserved pure fruit and jellies, Plan No. 581, 364 pressing garment, Plan No. 1214, 840 press photography, Plan No. 950, 574 printed suggestions to hotel people, Plan No. 97, 51 printer amateur, Plan No. 253, 219 printer put out calendar with local views, Plan No. 252, 218 printer makes church post cards, Plan No. 197, 93 printer sells electro-types to country merchant, Plan No. 119, 60 printing press bought and used, Plan No. 477, 332 printing trades as a vocation, Plan No. 1238, 826 probation officer, Plan No. 858, 494 produce of other people's backyards sold, Plan No. 82, 43 professional hostess, Plan No. 1 professional man shopper, Plan No. 62, 34 programs for movie theaters, Plan No. 84, 44 programs published, Plan No. 196, 93 promotion, electrical, Plan No. 1199, 6 protection against fraudulent court action, Plan No. 759, 434 protection against fraudulent schemes and wildcat investments, front of book public office opportunities in, Plan No. 830, 487 public safety, Commissioner's Division, Plan No. 835, 488 publication for theater goers, Plan No. 23. 13 publishing a cookbook, Plan No. 34, 20 publishing programs, Plan No. 196, 93 puffy bags, Plan No. 108, 55 pullets made to pay, Plan No. 282, 267 pumpkins sold in powder form, Plan No. 283, 268 pump man for railroad, Plan No. 1001, 1002, 599. 600 purchasing agent division, Plan No. 846, 492 purchasing agent for the county, Plan No. 856, 493 PURSA position for disabled soldiers, ocean transportation, Plan No. 1024, 609 put up face cream, the way, Plan No. 146, 75 R rabbits raising, made a success, Plan No. 379, 379 rack for portable ironing board, build and sell, Plan No. 818, 469 rag rugs make and sell, Plan No. 72, 38 railroad baggage man, Plan No. 1000. 599 railroad brakemen on local freight, Plan No. 996, 598 railroad brakemen on passenger, Plan No. 994, 598 railroad conductor on freight trains, Plan No. 997, 598 railroad construction on operation, Plan No. 911, 510 railroad freight brakemen, Plan No. 995, 598 railroads head of shop work, Plan No. 978, 592 railroad lawyer becomes counsel for, Plan No. 679, 402 railroad official and clerical, Plan No. 963, 583 railroad office work, Plan No. 975. 589 railroad opportunities for disabled men, Plan No. 1003, 600 railroad other occupations, Plan No. 1002, 600 railroad passenger conductor, Plan No. 998 599 Railroad Pumpman Plan No. 1001 599 Railroad Shop Work Plan No. 978 592 Railroad Shop Work Air Brake Mechanic Plan No. 982 594 Railroad Shop Work Boiler Maker Plan No. 984 594 Railroad Shop Work Car Repairs Plan No. 987 595 Railroad Shop Work Inspectors in Plan No. 986 595 Railroad Shop Work Machinist in Plan No. 981 593 Railroad Station and Yard Worker Plan No. 973 589 Railroad Station Master and Assistant Plan No. 969 588 Railroad Steam Opportunities Plan No. 962 581 Railroad Supervising Agent Plan No. 970 588 Railroad Track Supervisor Plan No. 989 596 Railroad Track Work Plan No. 988 595 Railroad Traffic Department Plan No. 976 590 Railroad Train Director Plan No. 972 589 Railroad Train Dispatcher Plan No. 964 586 Railroad Train Work Plan No. 991 597 Railroad Train Work Engineer Plan No. 992 597 Railroad Train Work Fireman Plan No. 993 598 Railroad Telegraphy Work Opportunity Plan No. 964 583 Railroad Ticket Examiners Plan No. 974 589 Railroad Yard Master and Assistant Plan No. 973 589 Railroad Yard Occupations Plan No. 999 599 Railroads Steam Electrical Plan No. 1233 802 Railway Electrical Systems Plan No. 1210 794 Railway Mail Service Clerk for Government Plan No. 964 502 Railway Office and Clerical Work Plan No. 964 583 Railway Station Agent Plan No. 967 587 Railway Supervisor Plan No. 970 588 Raise a Few Sheep Plan No. 154 79 Raised Let a Sign How to Make Plan No. 393 307 Raises Angora Cats Plan No. 42 24 Reka Opportunity for Plan No. 841 491 Raises Honed by Mail Plan No. 250 381 218 301 Raises Safety Plan No. 3521 Ready-to-Make Dresses Plan No. 114 58 Ready-to-Wear Aprons Plan No. 13 6 Reaming Naval Yards Plan No. 1044 621 Real Estate and Newspaper Plan No. 603 373 Real Estate Information from Addresses Plan No. 582 364 Real Estate Man Buys Snap Plan No. 731 422 Real Estate Woman's Way Plan No. 3 Real Estate Knowledge of Property Plan No. 582 364 Rebate Cards Plan No. 527 342 Red Ink Powder Cell Plan No. 475 332 Reinforced Places for Concrete Construction Plan No. 1168 769 Refinishing by Furniture Repairmen Plan No. 523 341 Refreshments for Shoppers Plan No. 466 329 Religious Doctrine Championed His Way Through College Plan No. 601 372 Rent System on the Farm Plan No. 808 457 Renting Bulletin Plan No. 58 32 Renting Water Filters Plan No. 32 18 Repair Mon Opportunity for Plan No. 837 489 Repair Men Electrical Plan No. 1195 784 Repair Section Telephone Company Plan No. 1225, 800 repairing electrical construction, Plan No. 1184, 779 repairing houses, Plan No. 338, 283 repairing lawn mowers, Plan No. 26, 267, 15, 234 repairing of shoes, Plan No. 1056, 633 repairs automobiles, Plan No. 37, 22 repairs furniture, Plan No. 523, 341 reporter becomes Secretary of Chamber of Commerce, Plan No. 681, 403 reporter lives 4 years in Washington, D.C., Plan No. 661, 394 reporter on newspaper makes extra money, Plan No. 680, 402 reporter runs paid reading matter, Plan No. 402 represent local weekly, Plan No. 702, 410 representative of state, Plan No. 682. 403 restaurant and bakery man, Plan No. 830, 487 restaurant and hotel how to advertise, Plan No. 97, 51 restaurant rented for parties, Plan No. 18, 8 restaurant runs coffee roaster, Plan No. 74, 39 retail selling, Plan No. 1086, 666 retired man goes into politics, Plan No. 739. 425 rhubarb bed made to pay, Plan No. 317, 277 rhubarb raised in the cellar, Plan No. 416, 314 ribbons for typewriter renewed, Plan No. 341, 284 rice popped the sale of, Plan No. 340, 284 rigging loft, naval yards, Plan No. 1041. 620 riveting. Naval yards, Plan No. 1044, 621 road and street transportation, Plan No. 1008, 602 roasting ears for winter, Plan No. 516, 339 roller engineer opportunity for, Plan No. 843, 491 rolling pin covers cell, Plan No. 691, 406 room and board for nurses, Plan No. 148, 76 rose jars, Plan No. 106, 54 roses attar of extracted, Plan No. 104, 54 rubber stamps make, Plan No. 349, 287 rugs made from rags, Plan No. 72, 38. Rural contractors for concrete construction, Plan No. 1169, 770 sachet powder, Plan No. 198, 93 sachet powder sold by woman, Plan No. 500, 336 saddle and harness maker, Plan No. 1058, 634 saddle and harness repairs, Plan No. 1059, 634 safety engineering, Plan No. 916, 535 safety razors for 25 cents, Plan No. 35, 21 salad dressing, future, Plan No. 65, 35 sale of milk diet, Plan No. 125, 63 sale of sanitary handkerchiefs, Plan No. 388, 305 sales successful without advertising, Plan No. 251, 218 sale. The way to sell cleaning compound, Plan No. 162, 83 sales annually in parlor and hall, Plan No. 187, 89 sales company one man, Plan No. 557, 666, 352, 395 sales department, light and power company, electrical, Plan No. 1207. 793 sales manager becomes realty owner, Plan No. 301, 272 sales method through canvassing, Plan No. 258, 230 sales memorials, Plan No. 260, 231 salesmen advances, Plan No. 301, 272 salesmen can make money soliciting collections for collection agencies, Plan No. 462, 328 salesmen for electrical contracting and repairing, Plan No. 1194, 783 salesman handles auto top dressing, Plan No. 352, 288 salesman lawyer sells law books, Plan No. 606, 376 salesman plan of selling articles, Plan No. 248, 217 salesmen Positions in life ins, Plan No. 1096, 679 salesman sells another man's soap, Plan No. 392, 307 salesman sells watches on installment plan, Plan No. 459, 326 salesmanship, Plan No. 1089, 669 salesmanship, life insurance, Plan No. 1095. 677 salesmen, skillful approach, Plan No. 258, 230 salesmen of life insurance, great opportunity, Plan No. 1095, 677 salted peanuts, Plan No. 367, 294 sanitary handkerchiefs sell, Plan No. 388, 305 sanitary inspector, Plan No. 830. 487 sample making, Plan No. 1241, 839 samples, secret of showing, Plan No. 248, 217 sausage making and china painting, Plan No. 365, 294 saw work done by boy, Plan No. 479, 333 saw milling, opportunity in, Plan No. 912. 511 saws for butchers, shop-end, Plan No. 109, 56 scenario writing, Plan No. 552, 350 schemes that are fraudulent, protection against, front of book school barred, lawyer elected, Plan No. 677, 402 school books paper covers for, Plan No. 227, 163 school children's needs, Plan No. 144, 74 school for dress cutting, Plan No. 149. 76 school for etiquette and dancing, Plan No. 150, 77 school for office boys, Plan No. 384, 303 school high the way boy paid expenses, Plan No. 743, 427 school teacher does extra work, Plan No. 366, 294 school to teach cooking, Plan No. 274. 237 school to teach girls to sew, Plan No. 275, 237 screens for windows, Plan No. 826, 483 screens stawed for the winter, Plan No. 39, 23 scrubbing chariot sell, Plan No. 715, 415 second mate on ship, Plan No. 1017, 606 Secret Service Department of Government, Plan No. 886, 498 Secretary by mail, Plan No. 115, 58 Secretary to Mayor of a city, how to become, Plan No. 631, 383 Secretary to the State, Plan No. 876, 495 Secretarial work, commercial work common, Plan No. 1094. 675 Seed Inspector, Plan No. 900, 501 seeds for garden and flowers sell, Plan No. 213, 99 self-protection against fraudulent schemes and wildcat investments, front of book sell articles you can make, Plan No. 712, 414 sell best bed bug preparation, Plan No. 698, 408 selling, Plan No. 1089, 669 selling. Commercial retail, Plan No. 1086, 633 selling by parcel post, installments, Plan No. 312, 276 selling polishing clothes, Plan No. 60, 33 selling of buttermilk, Plan No. 355, 289 selling flag by mail, Plan No. 110, 53. Selling handicaps, Plan No. 1095, 677 selling lime by mail, Plan No. 383, 302 selling list of names, Plan No. 61, 34 selling life insurance, Plan No. 1095, 677 selling method with cake, Plan No. 303, 231 selling memorials, Plan No. 260. 231 selling plan photos, Plan No. 73, 38 selling plan successfully used, Plan No. 385, 452, 303, 323 selling plans very successful, Plan No. 461, 327 selling popped wild rice, Plan No. 340, 284 selling potted plants, Plan No. 261. 231 selling powder with a premium, plan no. 368, 295 selling talking machine, plan no. 385, 303 selling trust, plan no. 309, 275 selling and sorting, plan no. 319, 278 sells cereal coffee, plan no. 394. 308 sells children's shoes, plan no. 559, 352 sells flower and garden seeds, plan no. 213, 99 sells homemade fireless cooker, plan no. 216, 99 sells ink, plan no. 375, 298 sells liquid glass, plan no. 380, 300 sells polishing paste for glass, plan no. 137, 71 sells toy balloons, plan no. 401, 310 service stations, electric, plan no. 1201, 787 serving tray, plan no. 816, 465 sewer division, plan no. 841, 491 sewing lessons for children, plan no. 163, 84 sewing shoes, plan no. 1053, 630 sewing made profitable, plan no. 285. 268 shampooing and hair dressing, plan no. 224, 146 shaping steel frames and plates, naval yards, plan no. 1043, 621 shawls wool sold by parcel post, plan no. 308, 275 sheep herded by girl owners, plan no. 749, 429 sheep he believes in, plan no. 612, 378 sheep, farmer made good profits from, plan no. 775, 441 sheep make money for this man, plan no. 615, 379 sheep on summer fallow, plan no. 607, 376 sheep raise, plan no. 154, 79 sheep raised by girls, plan no. 749. 429 sheet metal oxyacetylene, plan no. 1145, 739 sheet metal shop naval yards, plan no. 1038, 619 sheet metal workers in factory, plan no. 921, 545 sheet music cells, plan no. 44, 25 shelling and selling nuts, plan no. 405, 312 shipbuilding. Oxyacetylene work, plan no. 1142, 738 ship fitting, naval yards, plan no. 1045, 621 shipping and calking, plan no. 1044, 621 shipping clock to employer, plan no. 521, 340 shirts for men made, plan no. 247, 217 shoe dressing white, plan no. 242, 196 shoe lasting requires skill, plan no. 1055. 632 shoe making, plan no. 1051, 628 shoe polish in powder form, plan no. 488, 334 shoe polishing cloths, plan no. 60, 33 shoe repairing, plan no. 1056, 633 shoes for children his specialty, plan no. 559, 352 shoes made and sold, plan no. 456, 325 shop for college girl, plan no. 67, 36 shop wiring, electric railway, plan no. 1212, 796 shop work for railroad, plan no. 978, 592 shop a man, plan no. 62, 34 shopping as a profession, plan no. 152, 77 shopping by an old man, plan no. 62. 34 shopping for friends, plan no. 124, 62 shoppers, refreshments for, plan no. 466, 329 shorthand school started, plan no. 87, 46 show card making, book on, plan no. 542, 346 show card writing, plan no. 1237, 822 shower bath make and sell, plan no. 823. 713, 414, 475 sick people, eggs for, plan no. 305, 274 sick room, perfume for, plan no. 296, 270 signs of raised letters, plan no. 393, 307 silver fox skins sell, plan no. 411, 313 silver Polish, how to sell same, plan no. 112, 57 skating rink with summer playground, plan no. 16, 7 slips sold by mail, plan no. 117, 59 snaps purchased by real estate men, plan no. 731, 422 soap leaves for travelers' use, plan no. 493, 335 soap makes liquid glycerine, plan no. 202, 95 soap, plan of selling, plan no. 392, 269 social functions managed by woman, plan no. 43, 25 social register, plan no. 326, 280 soda fountain made to pay, plan no. 78, 41 sold apples by parcel post, plan no. 364, 293 soldering kit sell, plan no. 718, 416 soliciting business for collection agencies, plan no. 462, 328 songs sung through a dictaphone, plan no. 194, 92 sorting and selling, plan no. 319, 278 spats for college girls, plan no. 15, 7 spectacles, 2 sisters sell, plan no. 170, 87 Spitfire amusement plan, plan no. 406, 312 sponge box, plan no. 813. 463 spraying fruit and shade trees, plan no. 24, 13 squabs beginning with, plan no. 801, 452 squabs raise, plan no. 562, 354 stamp manufacturer, plan 349, 287 starch enamel plan handled by girl, plan no. 538, 345 starting a gingham shop, plan no. 11, 5 station agent for railroad, plan no. 966, 586 station and yard worker for railroad, plan no. 973, 589 station clock baggage man railroad, plan no. 967, 587 station master and assistant for railroad, plan no. 969, 588 steam railroad electrical, plan no. 1233, 802 steam railroads opportunity in, plan no. 962, 581 steel frame cutter navy, plan no. 1043, 621 stenciling work by teacher, plan no. 366, 294 stenographer, plan no. 835. 488 stenographer at home, plan no. 41, 24 stenographer becomes lawyer, plan no. 679, 402 stenographer copies addresses, plan no. 424, 317 stenographer does typewriting by mail, plan no. 50, 28 stenographer makes money at home, plan no. 41, 24 stenographer opportunity for, plan no. 846. 492 stenographer opportunity for, plan no. 866, 494 stenographer wrote for authors, plan no. 50, 28 stenographer who travels, plan no. 243, 197 stenographers for caught, plan no. 874, 495 stenographers opportunity, plan no. 839. 490 stenography common commercial, plan no. 1085, 665 sterilized cream and bananas in the country, plan no. 328, 281 stereo views sells pays way through college, plan no. 602, 373 steward chief, plan no. 1025, 610 stick candy made at home, plan no. 153 stock raising in a mining district, plan no. 374, 298 stocking patterns made, plan no. 316, 277 storage battery repair, plan no. 1154, 760 storage battery and service station work, electrical, plan no. 1201, 787 star brings women to, plan no. 299. 271 star for old clothing started, plan no. 694, 407 star for school children in home, plan no. 144, 74 star for notions, plan no. 290, 269 store handled by woman, plan no. 323, 279 store in her own home, plan no. 140, 276. 73, 237 store man, opportunity for plan no. 838, 490 store purchased by wife, plan no. 323, 279 store run at college, earns his way, plan no. 590, 369 store run on cooperative, plan no. 76, 40 store with stock of notion, plan no. 290. 269 stores give discounts in books, plan no. 49, 28 stores in country towns bought and sold, plan no. 732, 422 storing screens, plan no. 39, 23 stove polish and enamel made, plan no. 426, 317 stove polish that enamels, plan no. 502. 337 street car becomes dining room, plan no. 270, 235 street division, plan no. 843, 491 street railway oxyacetylene work, plan no. 1141, 737 street transportation foreman, plan no. 1011, 602 strips for hen houses, plan no. 382, 303 student college earns way through, plan no. 372. 297 student earns way through college, plan no. 589, 369 style advisor, plan no. 147, 75 subscription agency, plan no. 195, 92 subscription of magazines by mail, plan no. 348, 286 sunburn remover, sell, plan no. 507, 338. Superintendent assistant for concrete construction, plan no. 1161, 767 superintendent from Clark, plan no. 8083, 42, 44 superintendent of public instruction, plan no. 882, 496 superintendent or concrete road construction, plan no. 1172, 770 supervising agent for railroad, plan no. 970. 588 Supply Bureau, plan no. 5531 Supply Department, Naval Yards, plan no. 1046, 622 Surgery, a specialty by a doctor in small town, plan no. 655, 391 Surplus Market opened, plan no. 463, 328 Surplus can, plan no. 558. 352 Sweet Peas, plan no. 289, 268 Sweet Potato Slips by Mal, plan no. 117, 59 Switchboard Repairman, plan no. 1226, 800 Tea Table Relish, plan no. 56, 31 Tablets that eradicate grease, plan no. 325, 280 Takes care of hair, plan no. 47. 27 Talking Machines given away, plan no. 385, 303 Taping, electrical, plan no. 1071, 652 Tax deeds, Deacon makes money out, plan no. 639, 387 Taxicab transportation, plan no. 1008, 608 Tea kettles of brass collect, plan no. 468. 330 tea rooms started, plan no. 18:8 Teacher becomes chauffeur, plan no. 3:1 Teacher can sell, plan no. 20:10 Teacher in high school raises city gardens, plan no. 583, 366 Teacher in woodworking trade, plan no. 933, 559 Teacher works on the side, plan no. 366, 294 Teacher, technical agriculture as profession, plan no. 940, 566 Teachers, auto, plan no. 1152, 757 Teachers, forestry, plan no. 1150, 740 Teachers, men, plan no. 1102, 693 Teachers, basket making, plan no. 92, 48 Teachers, buttonhole making, plan no. 40, 23 Teachers, dancing, plan no. 400, 310 Teachers, etiquette, plan no. 150, 77 Teachers, plano, plan no. 180, 89 Teachers, scenario writing, plan no. 552, 350 Teachers, sewing, plan no. 163 84 Teaching as Vocation, Plan No. 1101 692 Teaching in Commercial Work, Plan No. 1099 681 Teaching Opportunity in Agriculture, Plan No. 938 940 941 942 943 944 563 566 568 569 570 572 Teaching paid his way through college, Plan No. 778 442 Team Driver Opportunity, Plan No. 843 491 Teamsters Opportunity for Plan No. 841 491 Telegraphy and Wireless Operating, Plan No. 1087 667 Telegraphy as an Occupation for Disabled Men, Plan No. 964 583 Telephone Company Installation Section, Plan No. 1230 801 Telephone Company Repair Section, Plan No. 1225 1226 800 Telephone Company Repair Section, Plan No. 1231 802 Telephone Company Traffic Department, Plan No. 1232 802 Telephone Companies Aerial Line and Cable Sections, Plan No. 1223 799 Telephone Companies Auditing Department, Plan No. 1221 799 Telephone Companies Commercial Department, Plan No. 1220 799 Telephone Companies Electrical, Plan No. 1218 798 Telephone Companies Engineering Department, Plan No. 1219 799 Telephone Companies Line and Instrument Repair Man, Plan No. 1227 801 Telephone Companies Plant Department, Plan No. 1222 1225 799 800 Telephone Companies Switchboard Repair Man, Plan No. 1228 801 Telephone Companies Underground Cable Section, Plan No. 1221 800 Telephone Companies Wire Chief Section, Plan No. 1229 801 Telephone Operator, Plan No. 836 488 Telephone Operator, Plan No. 857 493 Telephone Operators Position, Plan No. 831 488 Telling Them How, Plan No. 513 339 Tents Made, Plan No. 576 362 Terminal Water Transportation, Plan No. 1012 603 Testing Electrical Manufacturing, Plan No. 1078 656 Testing Generators and Other Devices, Plan No. 1081 657 Testing Motors Electrical Manufacturing, Plan No. 1080 657 Theater Free to Children, Plan No. 111 57 Theater Free Tickets, Plan No. 116 59 Theater Goers Weekly, Plan No. 2313 Theaters Motion Pictures, Plan No. 7941 Theaters Motion Pictures Programs, Plan No. 8444 Thermometer Plan That Paid, Plan No. 6334 3 Color Work and Photography, Plan No. 955 575 Tickets for Motion Picture Free, Plan No. 116 59 Timekeeper Concrete Work, Plan No. 1163 768 Tinkering Jobs, Plan No. 484 334 Tire Repairing Automobile, Plan No. 1155 762 Toilet Advisor, Plan No. 147 75 Tomato Plants Grow, Plan No. 174 88 Tomato Preserves, Plan No. 135 70 Tomato Sauce Pure from the Country, Plan No. 441 321 Tomatoes Raised by Girl on 110 Acre, Plan No. 704 412 Towel Supply to Offices, Plan No. 45 25 Town Lawyer a Small, Plan No. 656 392 Track Foreman for Railroads, Plan No. 989 596 Track Supervisor for Railroad, Plan No. 990 597 Track Work Plan No. 988 595 Tractor Driver Opportunity for Plan No. 843 491 Trade Tip Bureau Plan No. 571 359 Trades and Farm Specialties Plan No. 1065 638 Traffic Department for Railroad Plan No. 976 590 Traffic Department Telephone Company Plan No. 1232 802 Train Callers Plan No. 974 589 Train Car and Ticket Examiner Plan No. 975 589 Train Director for Railroads Plan No. 972 589 Train Dispatcher for Railroad Plan No. 965 586 Train Work on Railroad Plan No. 991 597 Transportation Assistant for U.S. Plan No. 217 100 Transportation Plan No. 961 580 Transportation Department Electrical Railway Plan No. 1214 796 Transportation on Road and Street Managers of Plan No. 1010 602 Transportation on Road and Street Opportunities Plan No. 1007 601 Trappers Opportunity for Plan No. 841 491 Transportation Opportunity in Plan No. 962 581 Travelers Use Soap Leaves Plan No. 493 335 Tray for Serving Plan No. 816 465 Treasurer to the State Plan No. 879 496 Trees Trim Plan No. 524 341 Trial Lawyer Specialty Plan No. 652 389 Truck Drivers Opportunity for Plan No. 1156 489 764 Truck Gardening Big Profits Plan No. 620 380 Trunks Packed by Woman Plan No. 5329 Trust Plan Plan No. 112 310 57 275 Trust Idea with Cigars Plan No. 309 275 Trust Plan Works Locally Plan No. 307 274 Tuberculosis Sanitarium Plan No. 859 493 23 acres has remarkable yield Plan No. 613 378 2 men earn their way through college Plan No. 453 323 Typewriting at home Plan No. 41 24 Typewriting by mail Plan No. 50 28 Typewriting ribbons renew Plan No. 341 284 Typewriting saved by lawyer Plan No. 605 375 U underground cable section Plan No. 1224 800 United States Marshal's Office Plan No. 887 499 Upholstering and repairing furniture Plan No. 532 344 Urban Transportation Plan No. 1004 600 Utility Companies Electrical Employment Plan No. 1203 789 Utility Man Opportunity for Plan No. 841 491 Utility Man Opportunity for Plan No. 843 491 V Vacant Lots Kept Clean Plan No. 3 Vacuum Cleaner Plan No. 550 349 Vegetables by Parcel Post Plan No. 54 30 Vegetables Canned Plan No. 294 270 Vegetables Desiccated Plan No. 237 165 Vegetables Increased Size Plan No. 547 348 Vegetables of 31 varieties raised in his home garden Plan No. 705 412 Vehicle Manufacturing Plan No. 930 557 Veterinarian for U.S. Become Plan No. 217 100 Views made by camera Plan No. 57 32 Vinegar made from strawberries Plan No. 209 98 Visits other attorneys Plan No. 782 444 W Wages Schedule for Naval Yards and Naval Station Plan No. 1050 624 Waitresses Opportunity for Plan No. 859 493 Wallpaper Agency at Home Plan No. 8946 wallpaper, take orders for Plan No. 469 330 warehouse investigators for U.S. Plan No. 217 100 warehousemen for U.S. Plan No. 217 100 wash outside of houses Plan No. 362 292 washes opportunity for Plan No. 859 493 Washington man goes through college Plan No. 370 296 watch fubs for 5 cents Plan No. 86 45 watch insurance Plan No. 95 50 watch offices on ship Plan No. 1019 606 watches sold on installment Plan No. 459 326 watchmen for U.S. and No. 217 100 watchman opportunity Plan No. 69 37 water filter homemade Plan No. 205 96 water filters rented Plan No. 32 18 water glass method for saving eggs Plan No. 707 413 water transportation Plan No. 1013 603 water works for farm kitchen Plan No. 824 477 way he made a success of assessor's office Plan No. 780 443 wealth way to front of book weather bureau Plan No. 893 499 weaving baskets for farms Plan No. 1 weekend trips for women Plan No. 21 11 weekly paper start Plan No. 166 85 weekly put out for theater goers Plan No. 23 13 weeklies in small country towns Plan No. 421 316 weeklies in small country towns represent Plan No. 430 318 weight clock for U.S. Plan No. 217 100 weights and measures divisions Plan No. 832 488 weights and measures assistant for U.S. Plan No. 217 100 well and water work for farm Plan No. 824 477 wells remove foul air Plan No. 495 335 what the farmer should know Plan No. 1068 643 wheat and oats yield good Plan No. 618 379 wheat makes good profits Plan No. 621 380 widow protection against fraudulent schemes and wildcat investments front of book widow woman prepares lunches for factory workers Plan No. 122 61 wife helps run wallpaper agency Plan No. 89 46 wife helps run shorthand school Plan No. 87 46 wildcat investments protection against front of book window card suggestions Plan No. 10 5 window coin hidden in Plan No. 741 426 window washing Plan No. 702b 411 wire chief section telephone companies Plan No. 1229 801 wireless operating Plan No. 1087 667 wiremen for U.S. Plan No. 217 100 wiring electrical as an occupation Plan No. 1192 782 witness fees collected for Plan No. 96 50 woman accomplished a good deal with chickens Plan No. 800 451 woman assists husband to advance Plan No. 301 272 woman arm developer Plan No. 497 336 woman assists husband in advertising agency Plan No. 10 5 woman assists in grocery Plan No. 298 271 woman assists in surplus market Plan No. 463 328 woman bakes saves the home Plan No. 19 9 woman bakes bread and cake Plan No. 303 273 woman bakes for busy people Plan No. 175 88 woman bakes fruit cake Plan No. 29 16 woman basket border Plan No. 829 486 woman bath powder Plan No. 499 336 woman bathroom for Plan No. 255 219 woman becomes isolation hospital nurse Plan No. 672 399 woman becomes rich in making salad dressing Plan No. 65 35 woman becomes shopper Plan No. 152, 77 woman becomes toilet advisor, plan no. 147, 75 woman brittle nails, plan no. 498, 336 woman built her home on $40 a month, plan no. 699, 409 woman bus developer, plan no. 497, 336 woman buys a star, plan no. 323. 279 woman canned chicken, plan no. 692, 407 woman cans fruit and vegetables, plan no. 210, 98 woman caters for large people, plan no. 90, 47 woman caters in small town, plan no. 295, 270 woman cook, opportunity for, plan no. 870, 494. Woman copies patterns on cloth, plan no. 519, 340 woman cow tester, plan no. 719, 416 woman crochets and makes other patterns, plan no. 185, 89 woman crochets doll clothes, plan no. 12.6 woman crystallizes fruits and nuts, plan no. 404, 311 woman deals in nut meats, plan no. 168. 86 woman decorates old houses and arranges yards, plan no. 81, 42 woman develops and prints photographs, plan no. 292, 269 woman divorced does farming, plan no. 736, 424 woman does canning for busy people, plan no. 264, 232 woman does hairdressing work, plan no. 138. 71 woman does manicuring in small town, plan no. 223, 145 woman does shampooing and hairdressing, plan no. 224, 146 woman does typewriting at home, plan no. 41, 24 woman's dresses ready to make, plan no. 114, 58 woman dresses Christmas dolls, plan no. 226. 163 woman earns college education, plan no. 395, 308 woman earns home by making donuts, plan no. 740, 426 woman earns a musical education, plan no. 396, 308 woman entertains children, plan no. 667, 397 woman extracts attar of roses, plan no. 104, 54 woman furnishes refreshments for shoppers, plan no. 466, 329 woman gathers chestnuts, plan no. 179, 88 woman gets magazine subscriptions by mail, plan no. 348. 286 woman gets up country dinners for city folks, plan no. 121, 61 woman gets up window cards, plan no. 5 woman goes through college and pays $100 on debt, plan no. 399, 310 woman grows tomato plants, plan no. 174, 88 woman handles desiccated vegetables, plan no. 237. 165 woman handles palmistry by mail, plan no. 165, 84 woman has annual sales in parlor and hall, plan no. 187, 89 woman helps husband, plan no. 521, 340 woman helps husband who is doctor, plan no. 77, 40 woman helps husband to advance to superintendent, plan no. 80. 42 woman helps husband to advance to engineer, plan no. 83, 44 woman helps her husband's bakery, plan no. 315, 276 woman improves a market, plan no. 314, 276 woman in the mountain keeps 10 children in school, plan no. 722, 418 woman keeps basket borders, plan no. 829, 486 woman keeps bees, plan no. 214, 99 woman keeps eggs fresh, plan no. 217, 100 woman keeps flower bed, plan no. 429, 318 woman keeps piano keys white, plan no. 438. 320 woman keeps vacant lots clean, plan no. 3 woman landscape artist assists architect, plan no. 272, 236 woman launders laundry, plan no. 222, 145 woman library column in newspaper run, plan no. 263, 232 woman makes almond paste, plan no. 107. 55 woman makes and sells baskets, plan no. 182. 89 woman makes apple butter, plan no. 419. 315 woman makes aprons, plan no. 13. 6 woman makes bond pay, plan no. 28. 16 woman makes baskets, plan no. 92. 48 woman makes baskets, plan no. 234. 165 woman makes baskets for ferns, plan no. 1. 1 woman makes beauty bags, plan no. 159. 81 woman makes buttonholes, plan no. 40. 23 woman makes chains of hair, plan no. 359. 291 woman makes canvas gloves, plan no. 14. 6 woman makes cereal coffee, plan no. 394. 308 woman makes Christmas candy, plan no. 73. 88 woman makes and sells cottage cheese, plan no. 291. 269 woman makes cozy corners, plan no. 155. 79 woman makes crab apple jelly, plan no. 136. 71 woman makes dustless dusters, plan no. 160. 321. 82. 278 woman makes face cream, plan no. 146. 75 woman makes feather comforters, plan no. 448. 322 woman makes good profit from chickens, plan no. 711. 414 woman makes grease and oil removers, plan no. 120. 60 woman makes grocery pay, plan no. 298. 271. Woman makes hens lay in winter, plan no. 59. 32 woman makes holiday and birthday presents, plan no. 428. 318 woman makes homemade candy, plan no. 153 woman makes homemade Christmas gifts, plan no. 142. 74. Woman makes homemade cologne, plan no. 105. 54 woman makes homemade lace, plan no. 143. 74 woman makes homemade maple cream candy, plan no. 102. 53. Woman makes homemade sausage, plan no. 365. 294 woman makes huckleberry pie, plan no. 273. 236 woman makes Indian baskets, plan no. 133. 70 woman makes knock-down dresses, plan no. 114. 58 woman makes living from sorting and selling, plan no. 319. 278 woman makes maple cream candy, plan no. 102. 53 woman makes orchard and garden pay, plan no. 127. 68 woman makes pan lifters, plan no. 228. 136 woman makes peanut crisp, plan no. 103. 54 woman makes perspiration eradicator, plan no. 506. 338 woman makes pickled plums, plan no. 131. 69 woman makes puffy bags, plan no. 108. 55 woman makes potato chips and donuts, plan no. 93. 48 woman markets preserved fruits, plan no. 271. 235 woman makes rose jars, plan no. 106. 54 woman makes rhubarb bed pay, plan no. 317. 277 woman makes rugs, plan no. 72. 38 woman makes sachet powder, plan no. 198. 593. 336 woman makes salad dressing, plan no. 65. 35 woman makes shirts for men, plan no. 247. 217 woman makes sick room perfume, plan no. 296. 270 woman makes up social register, plan no. 326. 280 woman makes soda fountain pay, plan no. 78. 41 woman makes stick candy, plan no. 153 woman makes stocking patterns, plan no. 316. 277 woman makes sweet cucumber pickles, plan no. 132. 70 woman makes table relish, plan no. 56. 31 woman makes taffy candy, plan no. 101. 53 woman makes tailored hats, plan no. 232. 164 woman makes tomato sauce, plan no. 441. 321 woman makes thumbless mittens, plan no. 231. 164 woman makes vinegar from strawberries, plan no. 209. 98 woman makes women's articles, plan no. 108. 55 woman manages social functions, plan no. 43. 25 woman mends broken china, plan no. 439. 320 woman nurse, opportunity for plan no. 859. 493 woman nurses, diabetics, plan no. 568. 357 woman obtains education and makes $500, plan no. 397. 309 woman on farm becomes ambitious, plan no. 737. 424 woman on farm cans for city people, plan no. 264. 232 woman on farm improves market, plan no. 314. 276 woman on the farm makes money, plan no. 172. 88 woman on the farm money making, plan no. 184. 89 woman on the farm raises geese, plan no. 525. 341 woman on the farm raises geese, plan no. 262. 232 woman offers window card suggestions, plan no. 10. 5 woman opens beauty parlor, plan no. 188. 90 woman opens a gift shop, plan no. 51. 28 woman's opportunity in health division of city, plan no. 830. 487 woman packs trunks, plan no. 53. 29 woman paints china, plan no. 365. 294 woman pays grocery bill from flower bed, plan no. 429. 318 woman photographs animals, plan no. 99. 52 woman pickles cherries, plan no. 130. 69 woman pickles peaches and pears, plan no. 128. 69 woman pickles plums, plan no. 131. 69 woman pickles plums, plan no. 215. 99 woman picks apples, plan no. 155. 79 woman picks berries, plan no. 294 woman picks cranberries on shares, plan no. 178. 88 woman plays and teaches piano, plan no. 180. 89 woman prepares dinners in the country, plan no. 121. 61 woman prepares lettering compound, plan no. 218. 121 woman prepares lunches for school children, plan no. 236. 165 woman prepares lunches for workers, plan no. 122. 61. Woman preserves flag roots, plan no. 181. 89 woman preserves fruit, plan no. 271. 235 woman preserves pure fruit and jellies, plan no. 581. 364 woman protection against fraudulent court action, plan no. 759. 434 woman puts up condensed milk, plan no. 206. 97 woman puts up spiced currants, plan no. 134. 70 woman puts up tomato preserves, plan no. 135. 70 woman raises Angora cats, plan no. 42. 24 woman raises cabbage and tomato plants, plan no. 417. 315 woman raises canaries, plan no. 221. 145 woman raises chickens, plan no. 710. 414 woman raises flowers, plan no. 141. 73 woman raises geese, plan no. 262. 232 woman raises goldfish, plan no. 398. 310 woman raises mint, plan no. 6. 3 woman raises mushrooms, plan no. 235. 165 woman raises mushrooms in cellar, plan no. 91. 47 woman raises plants, plan no. 433. 319 woman raises poultry, plan no. 709. 414 woman raises rhubarb in cellar, plan no. 416. 314 woman raises rhubarb, plan no. 317. 277 woman raises and sells pansies, plan no. 414. 314 woman raises and sells poultry, plan no. 183. 89 woman raises sweet potato plants, plan no. 418. 315 woman reads for club, plan no. 7. 3 woman reads characters from photographs, plan no. 327. 281 woman remodels farm, plan no. 28. 16 woman runs automobiles, plan no. 3. 1 woman runs bathroom for women, plan no. 255, 219 woman runs chafing dish annex, plan no. 403, 311 woman runs cooperative cooking, plan no. 17, 8 woman runs clipping bureau, plan no. 7, 3 woman runs dining room and street car, plan no. 270, 235 woman runs dress cutting school, plan no. 149. 76 woman runs etiquette and dancing school, plan no. 150, 77 woman runs 81 2 acres, plan no. 21, 11 woman runs a flower bed, plan no. 141, 73 woman runs girls sewing school, plan no. 275, 237 woman runs hand laundry, plan no. 189, 90 woman runs home lunch delivery, plan no. 25. 14 woman runs home store, plan no. 276, 237 woman runs little girls cooking school, plan no. 274, 237 woman runs magazine library, plan no. 157, 81 woman runs medical garden, plan no. 409, 313 woman runs mending school at home, plan no. 88, 46 woman runs mending shop, plan no. 158, 81 woman runs notion store at home, plan no. 290, 269 woman runs nurses bureau, plan no. 148. 76 woman runs one cow dairy, plan no. 8, 4 woman runs sewing school for children, plan no. 163, 74 woman runs social register, plan no. 326, 280 woman runs store for school children, plan no. 144, 74 woman runs vacuum cleaner, plan no. 550, 349 woman runs traveling grocery, plan no. 300, 271 woman sells almond cream, plan no. 505, 337 woman sells apples by parcel post, plan no. 364, 293 woman sells bath powder, plan no. 499, 336 woman sells brittle nail remedy, plan no. 498, 336 woman sells comforters, plan no. 448, 322 woman sells country tomato sauce, plan no. 441, 321 woman sells face cream, plan no. 146, 75 woman sells flags by mail, plan no. 110, 56 woman sells flower and garden seeds, plan no. 213, 99 woman sells grease and oil remover, plan no. 120, 60 woman sells hickory nuts, plan no. 230, 164 woman sells ice wool shawls, plan no. 308, 275 woman sells jams and jellies, plan no. 436, 320 woman sells ladies' goods, plan no. 688, 405 woman sells magazines by mail, plan no. 348. 432, 286, 319 woman sells plan, bus developer, plan no. 497, 336 woman sells postcard series, plan no. 347, 286 woman sells potato chips, plan no. 343, 285 woman sells potted plants, plan no. 233, 261. 164, 231 woman sells preparation for plano keys, plan no. 438, 320. Woman sells sachet powder, plan no. 500, 336 woman sells sanitary handkerchief, plan no. 388, 305 woman sells sheet music, plan no. 44, 25 woman sells spectacles, plan no. 170, 87 woman sells sunburn remover, plan no. 507, 338 woman sells wonder covers for rolling pins, plan no. 691, 406 woman serves hot soup for business girls, plan no. 302, 272 woman sews, plan no. 285, 268 woman shops for her friends, plans no. 123, 152, 62, 77 woman sorts and sells farm produce, plan no. 319. 278 woman starts gingham shop, plan no. 11, 5 woman starts home messenger service, plan no. 85, 45 woman starts home store, plan no. 140, 73 woman starts a luncheon club, plan no. 169. 86 woman starts columns in newspaper, Plan No. 263. 232 woman starts a tea room, Plan No. 18. 8 woman style advisor, Plan No. 147. 75 woman suggested to her husband, Plan No. 81. 42 woman supplies clean towels, Plan No. 45. 25 woman supplies firm with baskets, Plan No. 1 woman supports family by home canning, Plan No. 720. 417 woman takes care of plot, Plan No. 47. 27 woman takes children's pictures, Plan No. 46. 26 woman takes local motion pictures, Plan No. 79. 41 woman takes orders for dress goods, Plan No. 176. 88 woman takes orders for extracts, Plan No. 177. 88 woman takes orders for wallpaper, Plan No. 469. 330 woman taught care of hair, Plan No. 47. 27 woman teaches, Plan No. 366. 294 woman teaches dancing, Plan No. 400. 310 woman tells them how, Plan No. 513. 339 woman wife of doctor starts hospital, Plan No. 77. 40 woman's exchange sold cake to, Plan No. 303. 273 woman's exchange, Plan No. 151. 77 woman's poultry, Plan No. 212. 98 woman's way of going through college, Plan No. 395. 308 woman's way of making a living, Plan No. 689. 405 women bathroom exclusively for them, Plan No. 255. 219 women brought to store, Plan No. 299. 271 women collect brass tea kettles, Plan No. 468. 330 women make good cow testers, Plan No. 719. 416 women may make a living out of politics, Plan No. 635. 386 woodworking trade, Plan Nos. 927. 928. 555 wool clip, $1 per head, Plan No. 775. 441 work condition of naval yard, Plan No. 1048. 622 work in the electrical manufacturing industries, Plan No. 1069. 648 work in navy yards, how to apply for, Plan No. 1026. 610 work, 225 positions listed in lumber industry, Plan No. 913. 512 worker along commercial lines, Plan No. 1082. 658 workers automobile manufacturing industries, opportunities in, Plan No. 1104. 707 workers. Classification of and what they do in factory woodworking trade, Plan No. 928. 555 workers, classes of employed in naval yards, Plan No. 1050. 626 workers, disabilities on the farm, Plan No. 1066. 640 workers, disabled, 133 make good, Plan No. 1100. 683 workers. Great demand on farm, Plan No. 1067. 642 workers in leather trades, Plan No. 1051. 628 workers in sheet metal, Plan No. 921. 545 workers on electric railway, Plan No. 1004. 600 workers, opportunity in agricultural colleges, Plan No. 942. 569 workers, opportunities in advertising profession, Plan No. 1091. 671 workers, opportunities in agricultural experiment stations, Plan No. 944. 572 workers, opportunity in the jewelry trade, Plan No. 957. 577 workers, opportunity for in railroads, Plan No. 961. 580 workers, positions for in agricultural experiment stations, Plan No. 942. 570 workers, positions in agricultural extension service, Plan No. 944. 573 workers that sew difficult parts of shoes, Plan No. 1053. 630 workers that skillfully cut leather, Plan No. 1,054, 631 workers, 10,000 jobs in life insurance work, Plan No. 1,095, 677 workmen, salesmanship opportunities in Plan No. 1,089, 669 woven shawls sold by parcel post, Plan No. 307, 274 writing business letters, Plan No. 9. 4x X-ray man opportunity for Plan No. 859, 493 Y yard master and assistant, Plan No. 971, 588 yard occupations for railroads, Plan No. 999, 599 Y, MCA and YWCA worker puts himself through college, Plan No. 593. 370 transcribers' notes depending on the hard and software used to read this text, and their settings, not all elements may display as intended. Some tables are best viewed in a wide browser window. In narrow windows or small screens, it may be necessary to reduce the character size in order to see the entire tables. Inconsistent spelling and hyphenation have been retained, as have unusual and archaic spelling, except as mentioned below. The book's use of quote marks at the beginning and end of paragraphs is inconsistent as well. The following plans are not present in the source document: No. 220, No. 809 and No. 1027. In most cases, the plans have been considered as chapters. Some plans, however, clearly are part of a chapter. These have been treated as sections. The formatting of chapter and section headings have not been standardized, except as listed below. In lists and tables, the lack of numerical or alphabetical order of entries has not been corrected unless listed below. Page 32 were ordered taken. As printed in the source document, the sentence appears to be incomplete or overcomplete. Page 138 produce the infertile egg. As printed in the source document, possibly intended to be a section header. Page 415, Plan No. 713, the individual costs do not add up to the total given. Page 465, Fig. 6, the illustration may have been printed mirrored in the source document. Page 487, asterisks and footnote 10. In the source document, the asterisks on this and the following pages serve both as footnote marker and as indicator for appointments by the commissioners. It has been assumed that the footnote only refers to the steward and assistant in the Rivercrest Isolation Hospital. Page 487, Isolation Hospital, Rivercrest. There may be a line with the name of a service missing between nurses and utility man. Page 558, Lindemann Machine. Other spellings include Lindemann, etc. Page 662, Part 1 and page 668, Part Roman 2, as printed in the source document. Page 675, since no training has been available for this vocation in the past, secretarial workers have been recruited. There should probably be a comma after vocation or after past. Page 806. 815 to 822, references to illustrations. There are no illustrations in this plan. Page 822, see list on the last page of this monograph. There is no such list. Page 825, becoming a show card right to be overcome. There is a word can, may, might, or similar missing. Index, entry college, girl works her way through. The page numbers are missing from the source document. Index, the non-alphabetical order of entries and the non-numerical order of page and plan numbers have not been corrected. Changes made: footnotes, tables, and illustrations have been moved out of text paragraphs. Some tables have been split or rearranged. The book occasionally uses multiple footnote markers for a single footnote. Where necessary or more convenient, such footnotes have been duplicated. In some footnotes, item has been replaced with the full text for the sake of clarity. Obvious minor typographical and punctuation errors have been corrected silently. Page Roman 11, inserted before if you will not hear reason, added after as Poor Richard says. Page 68, second plan No. 127 renumbered to 127b, page 93. Making sachet powders pay changed to making sachet powders pays, page 98. Heinz 57 varieties changed to Heinz's 57 varieties, page 172 to 173. Alignment of items in bill of materials standardized, page 181. footnote anchor 10 inserted invisible in source document, where it appears to fit best page 215, footnote anchor 15 inserted invisible in source document, where it appears to fit best page 234, simply telling changed to simply telling page 237, come to the door changed to came to the door. Page 265, each the hills changed to each of the hills, page 278. Shake the clothes, well changed to shake the cloths, well, page 344. Oleic acid changed to oleic acid. Merbane changed to merbane, page 375. Lawyer's plan changed to lawyer's plan, page 440. Plan no. 171 changed to plan no. 771, page 448. He sowed rye changed to he sowed rye, page 503, second plan no. 907 renumbered to 907b, page 515, row R. Fireman changed to foreman, page 517, row 2D, detriment, no change to no detriment. Page 528, table header, cent change to percent, page 586, the train dispatcher changed to plan no. 965, the train dispatcher, page 647. Entry accountant D12 changed to E12, page 683. Footnote anchor 34 inserted invisible in source document, where it appears to fit best, page 846. Footnote marker deleted after. Chiropody licensure, no footnote present in source document, page 850. Underload of foreman changed to unload of foreman, page 861, row 11. Buyer. Purchasing agent, footnote marker deleted from column hours of work, no footnote present in source document, page 862. If has not lost his head changed to if he has not lost his head, page 875. 135 changed to 133. Disabled men index. Some repeated entries have been deleted. Some page and plan numbers have been corrected silently. For the sake of clarity, dashes between page or plan numbers have been replaced with commas when they did not indicate a continuous range. Updated editions will replace the previous one. The old editions will be renamed. Creating the works from print editions not protected by U.S. copyright law means that no one owns a United States copyright in these works, so the Foundation and you can copy and distribute it in the United States without permission and without paying copyright royalties. Special rules set forth in the general terms of use part of this license apply to copying and distributing project and may not be used if you charge for an e-book, except by following the terms of the trademark license, including paying royalties for use copies of this e-book. Complying with the trademark license is very easy. You may use this ebook for nearly any purpose, such as creation of derivative works, reports, performances, and research. Project Gutenberg ebooks may be modified and printed and given away. You may do practically anything in the United States with ebooks not protected by U.S. copyright law. Redistribution is subject to the trademark license, especially commercial redistribution. Start full license. Please read this before you distribute or use this work. Distribution of electronic works by using or distributing this work or any other work associated in any way with the phrase Project Gutenberg. You agree to comply with all the terms of the full www.gutenberg.org/license. Electronic works, electronic work. You indicate that you have read, understand, agree to and accept all the terms of this license and intellectual property trademark/copyright agreement. If you do not agree to abide by all the terms of this agreement, you must cease using and return all possession. If you paid a fee for obtaining a copy of or access to by the terms of this agreement, you may obtain a refund from the person or entity to whom you paid the fee as set forth in paragraph 1(e)(8). Used on or associated in any way with an electronic work by people who agree to be bound by the terms of this agreement. There are a few even without complying with the full terms of this agreement. See paragraph 1, see below. There are a lot of things you can do with Project Gutenberg electronic works if you follow the terms of this electronic works. See paragraph 1, below. Foundation or PGLAF owns a compilation copyright in the collection. Works in the collection are in the public domain in the United States. if an individual work is unprotected by copyright law in the United States and you are located in the United States. We do not claim a right to prevent you from copying, distributing, performing, displaying, or creating derivative works based on the work as long as works in compliance with the terms of this agreement, for keeping the comply with the terms of this agreement by keeping this work in the you share it without charge with others. 1d. The copyright laws of the place where you are located also govern what you can do with this work. Copyright laws in most countries are in a constant state of change. If you are outside the United States, check the laws of your country in addition to the terms of this agreement before downloading, copying, displaying, performing, distributing, or creating derivative works based on this work, or any representations concerning the copyright status of any work in any country other than the United States. 1e1. The following sentence with active links to or other performed, viewed, copied, or distributed. This ebook is for the use of anyone anywhere in the United States and most other parts of the world at no cost and with almost no restrictions whatsoever. You may copy it, give it away, or reuse it under the terms at www.gutenberg.org. If you are not located in the United States, you will have to check the laws of the country where you are located before using this e-book, derived from texts not protected by U.S. Copyright law does not contain a notice indicating that it is posted with permission of the copyright holder. The work can be copied and distributed to anyone in the United States without paying any fees or charges. If you are redistributing or providing access to a work with the phrase Project Gutenberg associated with or appearing on the work, you must comply either with the requirements of paragraphs 1e1 through 1e7 or trademark as set forth in paragraphs 1e8 or 1e9. With the permission of the copyright holder, your use and distribution must comply with both paragraphs 1e1 through 1e7 and any additional terms imposed by the copyright holder. Additional terms posted with the permission of the copyright holder found at the beginning of this work. License terms from this work or any files containing a part of this one. E5. Do not copy, display, perform, distribute, or redistribute this electronic work, or any part of this electronic work without prominently displaying the sentence set forth in paragraph 1e1 with active links or immediate access to the full terms of the Project Gutenberg license. 1e6. You may convert to and distribute this work in any binary, compressed, marked up, non-proprietary or proprietary form, including any word processing or hypertext form. However, if you provide access other than plain vanilla ASCII or other format used in the official www.gutenberg.org, you must at no additional cost, fee, or expense to the user provide a copy, a means of exporting a copy, or a means of obtaining a copy upon request of the work in its original plain vanilla ASCII or other form. Any alternate format must include the 1e7. Do not charge a fee for access to viewing displaying unless you comply with paragraph 1e8 or 1e9, 1e8. You may charge a reasonable fee for copies of or provided that you pay a royalty fee of 20% of the gross profits you derive from you already used to calculate your applicable taxes. The fee is owed. Agreed to donate royalties under this paragraph to the Project Gutenberg Literary Archive Foundation. Royalty payments must be paid within 60 days following each date on which you prepare, or are legally required to prepare, your periodic tax returns. Royalty payments should be clearly marked as such and sent to the Project Gutenberg Literary Archive Foundation at the address specified in Literary Archive Foundation. You provide a full refund of any money paid by a user who notifies you in writing or by email within 30 days of receipt that S/he license. You must require such a user to return or destroy all copies of the works possessed in a physical medium and discontinue works you provide. In accordance with paragraph 1f3, a full refund of any money paid for a work or a replacement copy if a defect in the electronic work is discovered and reported to you within 90 days of receipt of the work. You comply with all other terms of this agreement for free. 1E9. If you wish to charge a fee or distribute a Project Gutenberg trademark electronic work or group of works on different terms than are set forth in this agreement, you must obtain permission in writing forth in Section 3 below. 1. Effort to identify, do copyright research on, transcribe and proofread works not protected by U.S. copyright law in creating the project electronic works, and the medium on which they may be stored. May contain defects such as but not limited to incomplete, inaccurate or corrupt data, transcription errors, a copyright or other intellectual property infringement, a defective or damaged disk or other medium, a computer virus or computer codes that damage or cannot be read by your equipment. 1F2. Limited warranty, disclaimer of damages except for the right of replacement or refund described in paragraph 1. F3. The Project Gutenberg Literary Archive Foundation, the owner of the Project Gutenberg trademark, and any other party distributing a Project Gutenberg trademark electronic work under this agreement, disclaim all liability to you for damages, costs, and expenses, including legal fees. You agree that you have no remedies for negligence, strict liability, breach of warranty, or breach of contract, except those provided in paragraph 1. F3. You agree that the foundation, the trademark owner, and any distributor under this agreement will not be liable to you for actual, direct, indirect, consequential, punitive, or incidental damages, even if you give notice of the possibility of such damage. 1. F3. Limited right of replacement or refund if you discover a defect in this electronic work within 90 days of receiving it. You can receive a refund of the money, if any, you paid for it by sending a written explanation to the person you received the work from. If you received the work on a physical medium, you must return the medium with your written explanation. The person or entity that provided you with the defective work may elect to provide a replacement copy in lieu of a refund. If you receive the work electronically, the person or entity providing it to you may choose to give you a second opportunity to receive the work electronically in lieu of a refund. If the second copy is also defective, you may demand a refund in writing without further opportunities to fix the problem. 1. F4. Except for the limited right of replacement or refund set forth in paragraph 1. F3. This work is provided to you as is, with no other warranties of any kind, express or implied, including but not limited to warranties of merchantability or fitness for any purpose. 1. F5. Some states do not allow disclaimers of certain implied warranties or the exclusion or limitation of certain types of damages. If any disclaimer or limitation set forth in this agreement violates the law of the state applicable to this agreement, the agreement shall be interpreted to make the maximum disclaimer or limitation permitted by the applicable state law. The invalidity or unenforceability of any provision of this agreement shall not void the remaining provisions. 1F6. Indemnity. You agree to indemnify and hold the foundation, the trademark owner, any agent or employee of the foundation, anyone in accordance with this agreement, and any volunteers associated with the electronic works, harmless from all liability, costs and expenses, including legal fees, that arise directly or indirectly from any of the following which you do or cause to occur. A. Distribution of this defect you cause. Electronic works in formats readable by the widest variety of computers, including obsolete, old, middle-aged, and new computers. It exists because of the efforts of hundreds of volunteers and donations from people in all walks of life. Volunteers and financial support to provide volunteers with the remain freely available for generations to come. In 2001, the Project Gutenberg Literary Archive Foundation was created to provide a secure archive foundation and how your efforts and donations can help. See sections 3 and 4 and the Foundation information page at www.gutenberg.org. 501. C. 3. Educational corporation organized under the laws of the state of Mississippi and granted tax-exempt status by the Internal Revenue Service. The Foundation's EIN or Federal Tax Identification Archive Foundation are tax-deductible to the full extent permitted by U.S. federal laws and your state's laws. The Foundation's business office is located at 41 Watchung Plaza #516. Montclair NJ 07042, USA, +1 862 621 to 9288. Email contact links and up-to-date contact information can be found at the Foundation's website and official page at www.gutenberg.org/contact Literary Archive Foundation public support and donations to carry out its mission of increasing the number of public domain and licensed works that can be freely distributed in machine-readable form accessible by the widest array of equipment, including outdated equipment. Many small donations, $1 to $5,000, are particularly important to maintaining tax-exempt status with the IRS. The Foundation is committed to complying with the laws regulating charities and charitable donations in all 50 states of the United States. Compliance requirements are not uniform, and it takes a considerable effort, much paperwork, and many fees to meet and keep up with these requirements. We do not solicit donations in locations where we have not received written confirmation of compliance. To send donations or determine the status of compliance for any particular state, visit www.gutenberg.org/donate. While we cannot and do not solicit contributions from states where we have not met the solicitation requirements, we know of no prohibition against accepting unsolicited donations from donors in such states who approach us with offers to donate. International donations are gratefully accepted. But we cannot make any statements concerning tax treatment of donations received from outside the United States. U.S. laws alone swamp our small staff, methods, and addresses. Donations are accepted in a number of other ways, including checks, online payments, and credit card donations. To donate, please visit www.gutenberg.org/donate. Professor Michael S. Hart was the originator of the Project Gutenberg concept of a library of electronic works that could be freely shared with anyone. For 40 years, he produced and volunteer support editions, all of which are confirmed as not protected by copyright in the U.S. unless a copyright notice is included. Thus, we do not necessarily keep e-books in compliance with any particular paper edition. Most people start at our website, which has the main PG search facility, www.gutenberg.org, Archive Foundation, how to help produce our new e-books, and how to subscribe to our email newsletter to hear about new e-books. Linked image back, linked image back, linked image back, linked image back, linked image back.